All right. Well, I'll start wherever you guys want to start today. I have a whole bunch of things, but where do you guys want to start?
Well, are you ready to accept your apology from Ellie Schnitt and the Barstool Bundlers?
Well, I mean, look.
So they're very upset about it.
Well, they'll
definitely mention it a lot, how wrong they were.
Well, again, you guys can mock them if you wish. That's fine. To me, like when there's great moments and important moments in history, and I think this is one. I really do. What's going on right now in America? Great art comes from that. Ellie has written a song, and Rhea has done TikToking, I think, right? So, I mean, I think I would just say sometimes the artist, they get hasty before they really sit down and think about and compose their art. They have been, as I knew they would stay, hyper vigilant, hyper focused on what's going on in the nation right now in this Black Lives Matter issue by doing, songs and makeup tutorials and TikTok videos, because that's, while also telling you what books to read. I mean, this is not the work of people at all who get caught up in a moment, treat something like their pet project, then move on like stupid fucking little children. That is not what's going on at all.
It's almost like they never actually cared about it and spent a week telling us how much we should care, and that if we're not talking about it, we're racist or...
Well, no, if we don't talk about it, if we raise some questions about even the fundraising process, that then suddenly, Ellie Schnitt has the fucking nerve, to call me and my listeners racist without having the guts to actually use our names. And then she'll respond to everyone else on Twitter, says how great she is. And you have a great day too. She's a fucking phony. And, I'm done pretending like I don't give a fuck if one person in that fucking place likes us or dislikes us. She's a fucking phony who helped steal money from people by, doing this and should be held accountable for it.
Well, that's my question. If you raised $35 million for a bail fund that usually spends about $100,000 a year, less than that because you get the bail money back, are you on the right side of history or the wrong side of history?
So the Minnesota Freedom Fund tweeted out that they have received $35 million so far?
Correct.
They have spent they now say $200,000, correct?
That's what they say they've spent on the protest.
On the protest,
according to their Form 990, in 2019 or 2018, they bailed out 113 people from jail.
And this year's different. You want to just say this year's different because it's a crazy year.
So 500 people.
So let's say whatever. Let's say it's $200,000 in total. Let's just say.
Sure.
So where's the other $34.8 million?
Don't worry about it.
Well, also they get that
money is also being returned.
They get that $200,000 back.
Let's just pretend. Let's just say that money goes away. Let's just say that, just for the sake of this argument. That's $34.8 million. Is that correct?
Can help people down the road.
It's a hell of a pizza fund. I'll say that.
Where is the goddamn money?
The statement that they put out says that oftentimes police will arrest or intimidate the relatives and neighbors of people they've arrested.
Sure.
So they need to keep some of that money on hand to bail them
out. Extra 35 mil?
Yes.
Okay, for the next 626 years? And then they'll be all set? Is that, do I mean like,
they have
keep raising money.
They have not publicly stated how they're going to use that money.
Okay. Do you think they're going to return that money?
No.
None of your business.
No, it's not going to be
returned. I know. Listen.
None of your beeswax, pal.
So, I mean, this is on one of the ones that Ellie and Rhea, they tweeted this one out was part of their mass.
Yeah, this was the big one. This was the big one, and it was part of the link tree that everybody tweeted out to.
Yeah. Is when Gina told everyone to go to Shake Shack and put shit in shakes for police officers, or no? Was that part of her podcast? I forget. What's it? I mean, I feel fine saying that because she said you burned down buildings. What's the fucking difference?
On that story, though, it turns out the police just announced that there was no criminality on behalf of the Shake Shack employees.
They did. I'm sure there was a lot of work done on that.
You bet. I believe that. Absolutely.
My only real problem with that whole... I get they should have done more research into the charities, all that. My only problem is the instinct that when you're called out on it, to call people racist, but also to they'll never address it.
No.
They'll never be. If they came out and said, even if they didn't apologize for calling you racist,
I don't care about that.
Even if they just came out and said, hey, you know what? We were overeager. We trusted people too much. That's say, oh, you know what?
It's gonna be a big part of our show today. It's a big part of what this big part was turned. It's the same thing. It's a bubble, and I hope we stay away from it. I don't know. I know. There are people that Andy Mayo accused us of having this bubble where we don't have disagreement, and then he's gone. So, I mean, maybe he's right to some extent. But, like these YouTube shows, these other guys have stopped doing shows, I guess?
There are some people who just kind of drift away.
The Mintel Incel and Red, did I actually ban them for life or no? I don't remember. No, they can do shows. I don't care. Let them do whatever they want.
All right, welcome back,
Doesn't
guys.
matter to me.
Must See is back.
Great. Do whatever you want. I don't even care. But we killed Kay Marco. I think rightfully so. I actually think not enough. In the last week, but we gave Ellie Schnitt a total and complete pass because she called my listeners racist. She danced around it. She tried to pretend she didn't have the guts to say it. She called us racist. And we deal with that all the time because we ask questions. Elle Duncan is doing the same thing. She dances around it without saying it. Well, it's just not true. I mean, I can't speak for every single Minute fan. I know some are racist, DC. But I mean, I would just say, what?
Poor guy.
Well, I mean,
just that one line is now going to stick with him forever.
His record speaks for itself. I don't, it's important. I don't know.
I've been covering him for so long.
We've been trying to, cover it up for decades.
Where are the boys?
Right. Exactly. I don't know what that means, but no, but like, it'd be like me. It'd be like, it was the old argument they had in our old show that got us in trouble, which is basically like Gary Tango would say to Jerry, "You're a racist." And Jerry would say, "Okay, you fuck little kids.
Right.
You have as much proof as I do." Whatever. You know what I mean? It's just be like me saying that Ellie Schnitt is a fucking heroin addict. And I have no proof. I don't think it's true. But if I'm up against a wall, now meanwhile, not a single, it's like, not one single Ellie Schnitt fan tweeted me in the last couple of weeks. Like KFC. Like KFC just talks about us all the time because he knows he gets reaction. Like there's no KFC fan who's ever tweeted at me. I don't think one exists. So I mean, it's sort of like that thing where it's like, well, all right. And then you get pinned against the wall and well, he's a racist. Well, Kirk's a racist. Oh, well, okay. Or those people, you have the Ellie Cutter now.
Which cut?
The one where she talks about racists. You know what I'm talking about, Mike? The specific Ellie Schnitt cut where, you know what I'm talking about?
She talks about, no.
Well, you just said she called us racist. Or it was on Twitter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was a tweet, right?
Oh, yeah. She did. Oh, I know what you're talking about, though, where she does talk about a vague, she's talking about us, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's very vague.
Someone will find it, Steve.
Yeah.
But she tweets something out, too. I forget what the cut is, but it's basically like, and if there are, she responds.
If there are people that are racist that want to.
Yeah, she responds in her next podcast briefly, and she says, some people, it's like that. And she's clearly, and it's just like, and again, just say it. I don't care, but it's just such a, when you know, she knows she's wrong. And, it's fine, but it's just like, it's embarrassing when you have people who don't know what they're doing. And I maintain, if she's going to call me a racist, I don't think to me, racism is, here's my pet project of the week. I'm going to save black people. Little rich white girl in her ivory tower. I'm going to go in and save white people. I'm going to read books and make recommendations, and everything's going to be A-OK.
These are books you should read that I didn't read. These are the charities you should give to that I didn't research.
Because I think the fear of quote unquote backlash, weirdly enough, that has happened to me in the last week. I've gotten a lot of backlash. But the thing is, when you're getting backlash from people who are brazenly deciding to be on the wrong side of history in public, in front of everyone, so the whole world knows that they're failing this open note test right now on the world. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't.
That means that something good's happening.
Yeah, that means I'm
the charity.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, if you're worried about that. You know what? If you're pissing racist people off, you're probably on the right track.
Right. I mean, so it's like,
So the charity that you helped raise millions of dollars for,
you can't ask any questions.
Not giving away, is that fate of failing the open note test in public? I would think so.
Well, there's a problem that the Tea Party movement has it, Black Lives Matter has it. You get this group with a lot of excitement, people are throwing money at it, and there are grifters. And there are people within the Black Lives Matter movement, very prominent people, who are calling this out as well. I've retweeted a couple of them. They're saying be careful because there are some people who aren't in this to help people. And by giving money to those people without doing your due diligence, you're actually making the problem worse. Right. You're emboldening the grifters.
But when you get, but she's, she's not. Think of the guest she had on to talk about. I mean, you're talking about somebody's way over her fucking head.
She's a professional.
You shouldn't be doing this. Makeup tutorials, music videos, great. She does that. She might be good at it. I don't care. I mean, you can pay me $1 million to listen to that stupid fucking podcast. But hey.
And when you said, what if I just said, you're a heroin addict, you're a pedophile, when you throw out these accusations, that would genuinely offend her or offend anyone. But for some reason, racist is, it's because how many times over the years have people said, hey, if you throw out racist at every joke or off-the-cuff comment, then it's going to devalue the term. Now you can just say racist.
Well, I mean, it's just say, for my show, if you think if you think that's the case, fine. Do I get some backlash? Yeah, I do. Are there people out there who are in the podcasting community who don't like it? Yeah, I mean, if they're brazenly heroin addicts, I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, if they want to be heroin addicts, that's fine. I can't comment on who is and who isn't, but if people are using heroin all the time, well, they're just using heroin all the time. I don't know what to say. They're heroin addicts.
And that's what I would say. People would say, "Oh, that's why is he doing that?" But that's as ridiculous as just saying you're racist based on nothing.
Of course, it's the new religion. Anti-racism is the religion of people like Ellie, and there's a zealotry.
But she's being racist. She's picking a pet. She's being.
That's the ultimate irony of it.
She's being a racist. Ellie Schnitt is being a racist. That's what I would say. There was enough time for the KMS quotes. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, it's true. It's like I said, it's like The Help, where all the rich white women play cards, or one of these dumb books or movies from history, where all these white women play cards in the 50s and 60s in the South and talk about how civil rights is important. And then the maids are in the back doing all the fucking work and wiping their kids' asses and doing all their stuff. Like this is the 2020 equivalent of that.
It's radical chic.
Yeah,
it is.
And it's kind of cool now.
The beautiful people
until
of New York.
there's a chance to do a music video or do a TikTok. Then we get onto the stuff that really matters. So it's like you either, and which is fine too, because what you do, but you either care about this or you don't. Like this is the kind of thing where you're either on board or you're not. And I'm just asking questions. That's it. I'm just asking questions. Where's the money going? That's all. Do I think her intentions are good? Sure. But where is the money going? What are you doing with this fucking money? And by the way, she has somebody on who's talking about fucking lighting police stations on fire. This is not like, they're not difficult. So yeah, so there you go. No surprise. Minnesota Freedom Fund, and to people who have written stories in the past asking about why we're criticizing where the money goes. Well, this is why, shithead. That's why we do it.
Also, we're creating the Minahan Freedom Fund.
Yes,
just in case there might be some events in the future that trigger a mass outpouring of donations, and we want to be ready to capitalize.
Absolutely. He's got this. He's got the email list for. There's no question about it.
They want it to be that you're insinuating there's something inherently shady about those type of charities, but it's just that when people are making a lot of money, there should be questions about it. That's not.
Well, when something pops up really, when some charity pops up really fast in the middle of a tragedy, you should have some natural suspicion.
Yeah,
we had that girl on, whatever, the boobs girl. A while ago.
Rose.
Yeah, like same thing. Like I don't think that she's donating that money.
There's been no follow up. They haven't tweeted out anything about it. I mean, there's no charity there. But.
And when a charity that needs $40,000 makes $35 million, it's probably normal to say, well, what are you doing with the extra money?
Like the thing with Mancock, right? Like I got 60% cut of that.
Yes.
That's only fair.
Naturally.
Yes.
You did a lot of the legwork.
Industry standard.
Steve got 30%. And they got, we also kept a little bit on the side, and I think they got 3 or 4%. Which I think is fine. That's not a big deal.
I mean, after fees,
it's a bottle of formula and a gift card somewhere.
Kids seemed
they're better off than they were before.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah. Correct. Right. Well, we got our Lions credits. Better than nothing, and they're fine with it too.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'd say?
They got $600-700 after taxes, which they had to pay our taxes as well. I mean, they wound up losing some money if you look at it, but they sold their house to me,
and they got to be part of the show, which is cool.
Yeah, then I banned them for life. Yeah. Because at one point he's like, this is only a $25 gift card, so get the fuck out of here. You get the fuck out of here.
Give me that back.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, so I kept it. I didn't care.
The other thing I'll say, just for the record, they should just get rid of cash bail. And period. It doesn't help anybody.
This is for the record.
Yes,
okay,
for the record.
Good. Okay,
put it on the record.
I don't know if it's off the record or not.
Why can't you take that $35 million and fund a lobbying effort to get rid of cash bail?
The record of history?
Yes,
KMS
the record.
Quotes.
KMS quotes. You say it for KMS quotes all the time.
I don't say for the record.
Okay.
Do I?
For KMS quotes.
For the record. Well, they don't care about that, Steve. They'd like to get in like trouble, like to go with Ellie Schnitter. Were they going at the cash bail fund of America? Like,
no. Take this to the bank.
What they should do. I'm saying they want us to be racist critics of the bail fund, but what they should really do is not have a need for the bail fund. Period.
How about no bail at all? How's that?
That's what I'm saying. Eliminate cash bail. Good. It's stupid. It just reinforces a cycle of poverty.
Okay. How about no prisoners? How's that?
I like that. I like no cops.
Well, I mean, pretrial detention is different from a prison system.
All right, Steve, save it for your fucking Just Mercy episode. What do you want me to say? You're right. You know what? You're right. You're right. God damn it. What are you drinking? You're all fired up this morning.
I'm drinking Hydrant.
Oh, that's okay. There you go.
Oh, wow.
What's that, Steve? My mic. I wonder.
I was going to ask about so New York got rid of basically 600 police officers. I mean, they're reassigning 600 police officers. I don't know what was the term they used? Like plainclothes cops? I've never heard that before.
You haven't?
No. You've never heard of that?
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know what it was.
Well, it's like detectives almost. It's like...
that's what I thought, but then they said they're being reassigned to detectives and this and that.
But it's also like I'm trying to think of an example where a plainclothes cop would work.
At any of these protests.
Well, yeah, right. Sort of.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
it's good to get rid of them
that's true, too.
We had plainclothes cops in the studio sometimes if we had a guest.
So just what it sounds like. Someone not in uniform. A cop not in uniform.
Well, yeah, plainclothes.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they got rid of it.
It's not that interesting.
Is that interesting they got rid of 600 police officers?
It's interesting you know what a plainclothes cop is.
I've never heard that term before. I mean, I figured that's what it was, but I've never heard that term before.
What was the clue? What was the giveaway?
I already said.
Why is the phrase?
I said it, so it's exactly what it sounds.
Why is it called pepperoni pizza?
Well, you can have your fun with this, but I don't think it's that ridiculous.
I think plainclothes cops.
Plainclothes cops.
I've heard it
all the time.
A million times in my life.
You never heard of the Lion.
A million times in my life.
No, you haven't.
All the time.
Yes, I have.
You're full of beans.
Why would I fight on this one? When I think of plainclothes cop, I think of Andy Sipowicz putting his jacket over his short sleeve shirt. That's what I think of when he goes to work. I mean, a detective would qualify, Steve.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Any cop who's not wearing a uniform and a badge with a gun
wearing
on his
what do you mean? Like wearing what kind of clothes?
Just like plain.
What are they as a job, though?
Well, they're a cop.
I've never heard that term before.
Just like,
well, they're all gone from New York.
Just like a pair of dungarees, maybe, and a shirt.
You mean clothing? They're wearing clothing?
Yeah,
you don't find that unusual?
Huh. No, I'd say that's not the part I find unusual about
I'm trying to save America here.
You could say to me, you know what? 800 plainclothes cops
cops are gone.
Were vaporized to Jupiter. But what's a plainclothes cop? I would say the most fascinating thing about that would you not knowing what that phrase is. Yes, I would find that more interesting.
Again, what I said was, is it exactly what it sounds like? I've never heard the term, but I had a pretty good idea of what it was.
Huh. Okay.
You have your fun. You make sport.
I'm just
man.
So I haven't put this together. Like originally when James Naismith did it, it was a basket.
Yes.
There wasn't like a net underneath.
Right.
So the ball makes sense. It would be a basketball.
Sure, but the first person that ever said basketball to you,
you
would still ask, what is that?
How about the 8 millionth time I heard it?
It's not the 8 that's what I'm telling you.
Why are you telling me what I've heard in my life?
Never heard it in my life. This goddamn phrase.
It's very strange you haven't heard that in your life ever.
Never once.
Well, you don't read, really, so I guess that makes sense.
Right.
You underestimate that. What were you going to say, Steve?
Oh, so I just tweeted out a poll. We'll see how unusual the phrase plainclothes cop is.
How was it framed?
How did you phrase it?
Have you ever heard of a plainclothes cop?
It'll be interesting.
We might win that one, Mike. I mean, our listeners are stupid.
Yeah.
I'll vote yes. Early, 30 votes in. 86% yes, 14% no.
All right. I'm in the minority, but we exist.
That's true. Yeah. That is true.
We're a small but ferocious bunch.
That's true. No, you're right about that. But I mean, it's just plain though, right?
Yeah, just regular old clothes.
Again,
but are they wearing their uniform or no?
No, you can't even tell they're a cop.
Why?
They could be wearing just like what you're wearing. Just like
why would they do that though? But they're cops though.
So that they blend in.
But what is their job? I'm saying.
Oh, they're cops. They enforce the law.
But why do they have the uniform on?
So that you don't know they're cops.
Detectives are just gone from New York. That's what I'm supposed to believe.
So tell me it's a hut that has pizza inside it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wow, that's unbelievable. I've never heard that before.
It's outrageous.
I've never heard that before.
Trying to shed light on a serious issue here.
One guy's name was Baskin. The other guy's name was Robbins. They got together.
Right.
How many flavors? 31 of them? Unbelievable. Incredible.
I would say you wouldn't know what Baskin Robbins was the first time you heard of it. Could be anything. Could be a law firm.
I know, but I would say that at the age of, how old are you?
28.
You would have heard it by now, though, correct?
Never once.
You ever heard Baskin Robbins?
Oh, Baskin Robbins, I believe you me.
I'm sure you have. As Don Rickles says to Artie Lang in Dirty Work, Baskin Robbins called. They're down to 4 flavors. Is it 4 flavors?
I forget.
He goes, Norm Macdonald, why don't you live in the mountains somewhere and don't bother anybody? The personality of a dead moth. It's such a ridiculous. We talked to Artie about it.
Yeah,
such a ridiculous scene. The movie just opens with Don Rickles roasting like he's like a movie theater like general manager or something who's going to give an inspirational speech to these guys and he roasts them. It makes no sense. It's like the most nonsense. But it's a theater where they show movies, Mike.
Yes, right.
Right.
I get it.
You understand that.
That one
You've
I've
heard that. Okay.
That one I've heard a few times.
That's fine. Okay. That's good.
What's that poll up to?
I think you're going to win.
I want serious numbers.
I think you're going to come back here.
I will.
82% said
Look at that,
heard
see?
of a plainclothes cop.
Your numbers are falling.
It's great. You're in the lower 20th percentile.
We're working our way up.
Is it just one word though, Steve? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
I mean, you
didn't know that, did you?
It could probably be a compound word, but I looked up the AP style.
Okay.
Looked it up, did you?
What?
Didn't know offhand, huh? Isn't that interesting?
You're still a spaz.
Isn't that interesting?
Do you ever think maybe, Mike, like an undercover operation, they wouldn't wear their uniform?
I get that. What I'm saying is,
you know what? I gotta say,
strange.
Like, I understand, man selling me heroin that you've been on the streets for a while. Why are you wearing a police uniform? This isn't. I'm not gonna buy this from you.
So it's that broad. It's that many cops no longer exist in the biggest city in the country.
But that's not really what you said, though, because then you said what is a plainclothes cop?
I'm saying is it more? Did I have the definition wrong? I imagined it was any cop not in uniform.
What's a donut?
Perhaps I'm wrong. A donut.
It's like a sweet bagel.
You wouldn't know what a donut was based on here. These are ridiculous examples.
Like basketball's a decent example.
Basketball's a good example.
Thank you.
That's a fine example.
Isn't ice cream a good example?
Sort of.
Well, I mean, it's... No?
Sort of.
What do you mean? What would be a better example?
Well, it's not literally frozen ice, so...
Like Chicken
frozen
Shack?
cream, rather. Chicken Shack, I guess it would be fine.
Who's in there?
I'm imagining chickens.
But you don't know that.
I certainly don't.
See, this is good. We're
We're
here to brighten your horizons.
What you should be doing is bringing up phrases that don't necessarily mean.
But that is exactly what it means, though.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, but why would I bring those up, though? Because I'm proving the point.
Hold on
exactly
a second. Just to take Mike's side for a second, an undercover cop isn't necessarily like under anything, like covered.
That's true. Right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. That's true. He's not wearing...
Yes. Thanks for defending me.
He's not wearing covers. So that's true. I never thought of it that way.
You know what? Ellie was right about you, too.
She mentioned it. I don't think
a couple of bigots.
Unless she changed you. Unless she removed you from that conversation.
No, but no one ever really includes me.
That's true.
Also, I would say Ellie's probably wondering what a plainclothes police officer is.
That's probably true. Well,
why can't they dress snazzy?
I get a lot more respect on Schnitt Talk.
You should go on there. Yeah.
If I'm ever invited.
Well, Ellie doesn't want the plainclothes cops, safe either, though. I mean, in Gina's world, they're all evil.
Plain clothes, fancy clothes, whatever. Just burn them.
Yeah, it's weird. Was that the other day when Mike asked what a fancy clothes cop is?
No, it wasn't. I've never asked.
Oh, hello, good sir. What precinct are we going to today? It does appear there's some tomfoolery going on in the Bronx area. Let us go, boys. Let us put on our tuxedo and go to work.
I'll say this:
the fancy clothes constabulary.
If you saw that fancy clothes cops were out of work now, you'd have some questions, wouldn't you?
I would. Yes, I would.
Yes.
I'd never heard the phrase fancy clothes cop before.
Well,
so you're right about that.
All right. Now we're on the same street.
Because it doesn't exist, really.
Now we're on the same street.
It's true.
You spin this. I know my people are out there. People are going to
make what? You asked the question.
People are going to make me seem foolish for this, but I know the gearheads know the truth.
Up to 86% now who say yes.
Big bounces all over the place here, Mike. Wow. You got to make the case. I think at some point you get 24 hours on those polls, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless he,
Why don't you go in the middle of a protest day and ask everybody individually if they're an undercover cop or a plainclothes cop? See how it goes.
Who are you? What's your deal here? What's your role?
Pat them down. See what they have to say. All right. Well, brushing our teeth is important. We know that. Dr. Sheffield is very important. Why do they call it a toothbrush? I'm serious. I never. Why? I'm not trying to be a jerk here. I've never really. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
No. Well,
why would that be?
It has
Steve?
bristles.
Well,
but what do you?
That are used to brush.
Here's what I wouldn't recommend doing.
Your teeth.
Huh. I never thought of that.
Here's what interesting. Here's what I wouldn't recommend doing.
And they call toothpaste. I guess it goes in your teeth, right?
If you really don't know, I wouldn't recommend asking a couple people you thought were your pals.
That was definitely your first mistake.
That would give you a real answer, you know?
Well, we gave you a real answer.
God forbid.
Yes, it is.
They could call it tooth cream, I suppose.
They could. Kevin from Bristol would like that. Dr. Sheffield invented toothpaste in the 1870s. So, in like 1848, if somebody had said that, there was a Mike Geary wandering around in 1848, he would have been justified saying, what is this toothpaste?
Certainly would have.
Why did they call it toothpaste?
It would have been ahead of his time.
He would have been ahead of his time. Were there comedians back then, like the 1850s?
Court jesters, or I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. But there was nobody who, I wonder the first one who said, I'm going to tell...
Actual stand-up?
Yeah, not even just
say
jokes.
Mark Twain was the first really to do that.
Very funny.
I believe they called him humorists.
Yes.
Yes, that's what Mike is.
Yes.
Mike's like a Robert Klein type. He's a humorist. Sure. He's like Lewis Black, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of these guys who aren't funny, but...
with a newspaper? What is this? Plainclothes cop. That's exactly what it sounds
like. That's a whole bit. That's your famous plainclothes cop bit. To make you a star. Visit Dr. Sheffield's certified natural toothpaste at drsheffieldsnaturals.com today. You save 10%. Go to CVS or Walgreens to get $1 off. I hope that they're going to be. There'll be some Saco representation for Dr. Sheffield. You think, Steve?
Yeah, I think we can work something out.
Good. Well, Dr. Sheffield, let's hope they're there. I mean, the fans, let them know you want them there. Dr. Sheffield people, let Steve know you want to be there. Let's make it happen. drsheffieldsnaturals.com. drsheffieldsnaturals.com. Save 10%. Go to CVS or Walgreens to get $1 off. drsheffieldsnaturals.com. All right, what else we got going on? Let's do Stern here in a second. Ooh, man, Steve's in the mood now.
Why?
What is your issue, Steve?
I don't have any issues.
What is your issue?
Don't have any issues.
You're an idiot. Why can't we?
That's the takeaway.
Why can't we talk about these things?
There are some things that don't need to be talked about.
It's true. We could cut out that I didn't really need. I knew what plainclothes cops were.
Yeah, obviously our goal here is to build each other up, so we all look smart, like we have authoritative opinions. That's why we're going to get rid of that segment with Mike. I
appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
hurt his feelings.
Well, we can do what Stern does. We can just get rid of it later on.
Pretend it never address it again.
Mike will never talk about it again ever. When Mike promotes, I always forget the name of the book.
Oh, I don't see it.
I don't see it. When Joy Behar asked him about plainclothes cop, Mike said, "I never said that."
What are you
talking about?
Plainclothes cops.
He was like, wait one second. Hold on there. I never said that. And the audience will applaud.
It'll be and then people will bring it up and I'll be like, I was a crazy kid. I was just a
wild. You just plead stupidity, I suppose.
Yeah.
People say, yeah. So, well, as usual, we get right in the middle of it yesterday, of the whole Stern thing. Yes. The first son, Donald Trump Jr.
Lead voice of the right, the Kirk Minahan Show.
One of the three. Actually, I believe the First Lady has called in as well, right? Has a call before? I believe she has.
I don't think Melania's called.
I thought she has. I know
maybe Ivanka did.
No. I think Melania. I know President Trump obviously is called. Yeah, Don Jr. is called. Barron is called.
Yes.
I don't believe Ivanka's called.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, well, I don't. They will tomorrow or tonight.
Sure. Well, we will find out. So Donald Trump Jr. retweets the thing, calls me the great Kirk Minahan, which is very nice of him to say, which led to an immediate text from Jerry Callahan, who must have been so upset.
I saw his tweet.
Like, you think you're obnoxious now. Did the Mar-a-Lago, and I was like waiting for the Mar-a-Lago tweet, and there it was. So
a sometimes friend.
Right. Jerry with his tweets like, yeah, Shake Shack burning down. What do you think of that, at Donald Trump Jr.?
Oh, wait, so I thought based on his tweet that he was at Mar-a-Lago.
Who?
Jerry.
No, it was talking about me. No, it was talking about me.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like, asking for a friend because he was trying to like ostentatiously say, I've been invited to Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, it's an old school old show joke that Dino would get chicken fingers and said it's just an inside joke. Don't worry about it.
Oh, they don't have chicken fingers, if you're wondering. Try the Dover sole, Jerry.
I'm not gonna have that. He's talking about me.
I know. There. If he ever goes to Mar-a-Lago, though. Isn't he coddling up to the right wing?
Try the what, you idiot?
The Dover sole.
Oh, God. Would they have anything normal there or no? Regular people eat?
Yeah, they'll have like steak and...
Trump's a pretty basic eater.
Yeah, they've got a pretty like all-American menu.
Trump eats
and they
like
have
McDonald's.
Mr. Trump's chocolate cake is very good.
You can class it up, though.
Oh, jeez. What does he say? Kentucky Fried Chicken? Not the worst thing in the world. Is that one of their famous Trump drops? But I'm friends with the family, so it's difficult for me to really weigh in.
Well, you can kind of bust balls with them because you're so close.
That's true. So Stern, we sort of mentioned at the end of the show. So we criticized Stern yesterday, did the whole thing. So Stern goes on yesterday. And I got to say, like, this is fucking wild, in my opinion. Like, this, I'm not even asking for him to apologize. Like, I don't fucking care if he apologizes or not. But did you listen to the whole thing or no?
Yeah.
It's just, we're going to believe me, we're going to go through the whole thing. It is really fucking strange.
Well, you know what?
Delusional.
It's strange.
I'll tell you where I have no problem with. If this speech was done, or monologue, whatever you want to call it, was done January 2010, like when Artie left the show, and he had this realization, like, hey, I was a crazy guy, based on, like you just said, like, I want to change the show, I've gone to therapy, I was a crazy, then I don't have a real problem with it. And he's a guy he's doing this based on clips that came out that he's pretending he didn't.
But the only problem with that is we'll play sound after 2010 that proves that's not true.
Well, that's
so. I mean, he's just a
he's a complete phony and a liar.
What he should have. If we're going to go back and we'll start at the beginning again. So he's on The View. They ask him and he gives this answer.
Thank you. I was in college in the 80s and
1 second. The craziest thing about
found your show.
Hold on. The weirdest thing about that is that Radio Gunk crowd.
Yeah.
The DEC's had the woman on a few times. Yep. So I watched this morning about 15 minutes of their YouTube reaction to this whole thing last night. It was good. I actually stopped listening because I was like, I don't want to take any of their thoughts because it was like I did
the same thing.
I was like, it was good. They do a good job. Go find it. Like, we'll tweet it out. It's very good. But they played that cut right there, and they have a little longer one where the woman, Sunny, is that her name? Mm-hmm. Says to Stern, we were talking about this before the show. So Stern had already conversed with her about this before the show. So he had he wasn't like surprised by it.
He knew it was coming.
He knew it was coming and still chose to completely fucking lie.
So offensive. You used.
Thank you.
That's what I figured, right? You were a shock jock.
Shocking.
You were shock jock. You used the N-word a lot. You said,
I
really?
didn't. I used the N-word.
Yeah, you did.
Wait a second. Hold on.
I do. I remember it.
Whoopi, hold on.
Wait.
No, we had a guy on from the Ku Klux Klan.
Yes.
Who very freely used the N-word.
Yeah.
And my belief was, hey, say it out in the open.
Yes.
And I didn't use the N-word. Let's be very clear.
And this is the one, because I basically tuned out the radio gunk thing because they were good on it. And one of them said this, and it's a good point. The idea that Stern's out there, like, we just had this guy on to use the N-word so we could have a conversation about it. It's like they had Daniel Carver on as a fucking punchline and a boob. And like, again, I have no problem with that. But the idea that he was thinking, my audience, like, we're going to have a real race conversation. It's just fucking bullshit.
But even if you, so take every N-word that Howard himself used, the amount that Artie used, callers, but just produce people on his show
drops
all the time. The idea that it was just Daniel Carver is
it's bullshit. It's bullshit. But Stern, and so that happens, and then whatever, the crowd applauds, and Trump. We'll get to it. He blames Trump Jr. So he gets into his whole thing that starts. So it starts with Tariq Nasheed. I think is the one who did it first.
Yes, but Stern never mentions that. Tariq Nasheed tweets out this clip, and then there's an edited video thing. One is just like, it's the cut from The View, and then it's the old cuts of him and the Ted Danson, Whoopi Goldberg
Sherman
thing.
Helms, I think, right.
Yeah, it's going back and forth and back and forth, and there's some other different YouTube videos.
Crazy is Whoopi is fully aware that Stern did this. She's fucking with Ted Danson at the time.
It's about Whoopi. Whoopi Goldberg's a character in the sketch they're
pretending she's
about.
A writer. It's just, and she listens to Stern. It's just bullshit. So Stern goes on yesterday. And, so it becomes a big story. It's been a big story. Trump Jr. does it. We do it. It's kind of all over the place the last couple of days. It's Stern's first time on yesterday. And it's funny. I tweeted to Steve before, and then the show that I was talking about earlier mentioned it as well. Like, this is such a planted call to Stern to talk about it.
I think they all are now.
It's so fake. The whole fucking thing is fake. It's just, it's weird. We'll break the whole thing down, but go ahead.
Marianne is anxious to get on. Marianne from Brooklyn.
Howard, I adore you, and there was a lot about you in the paper this weekend, and I hope
tell me about it
the correct way. Okay, can I say it, Howard? Can I say that it was that first of all, I got addicted to Channel 9. I was pregnant with my daughter, Nicole, who's 28 now. That's what got me really hooked on you. It's so over the top, Howard, that it opens our eyes. I wrote this down a la Bobo for us to think that's how we perceive people. It's so over the top, and I know it was done with humor. And yes, we make mistakes in life. We all do. And it was a bit that was a spoof that was a spoof. You know what I mean? So, and like Howard, you don't remember what you had for breakfast. So I have faith in you, Howard.
This is literally. I believe she coordinates. And I've heard listeners say this for years. And this is coordinated with fucking producers and people on Stern's show who are telling her, and Stern takes the call. The idea that, Stern's just going to randomly take this call, and
she's anxious to get on.
Yeah, here comes the person that wants to bring up they didn't talk about it for like the first hour and a half of the show, so it was coordinated, it was done. So this is how Stern gets into it, which is whatever. It's how they do it, I guess. It's just weird. It makes you wonder, like I said, about the show forever. I don't know.
So what I've heard, and I don't listen every day to know if this is true or not, but what I hear is that when they talk about stuff like this, like in-house controversies that they usually would just ignore. It'll be Marion in Brooklyn or like two other callers.
Yeah, they
happen to call in and be like, Howard, I saw this. It's ridiculous that you're getting shit for this. So they have basically Marianne in Brooklyn might as well be like on staff.
I guess why do that as opposed to just bring it up?
I know.
It's weird. I don't know why. I have no idea. No clue.
Like it's a newsworthy thing. Like he doesn't have to pretend like he's above it. He can just be like, I want to talk about this.
Because then you can get into it in a way like, oh yeah, I guess I'll address this, even though it was such a nothing
right,
issue.
I guess. But and again on that one, and throughout the I don't know how long Howard talks. We're gonna fucking do it all. So if you don't care about Howard Stern, jump ahead to whatever we talk about after, because I find the story so interesting at 50 levels. Stern never mentions the N-word once. No, and she doesn't mention it either. They never mention it once. It's like we'll play it. It's crazy. And again, I am not asking Howard. I don't fucking want Howard Stern to apologize at all. That's not it. And he never mentions the View thing once.
No. Well, Robin's even worse to me in this clip than Howard, but maybe that's just how she's always been. So I'm not quite as used
toward
to it.
The end, or?
But I just hate her whole. Yes, everything she says is completely hypocritical. Like she wasn't there for 30 years with this guy. It's unbelievable.
And again, like. If Stern just said to the woman on The View, I used to say it all the time. It's the way we did humor back then. It was satirical. I wouldn't do it now. I'd say that's
end of story.
Perfectly fine answer.
Yeah.
But then when he gets into the whole, I've changed, I've evolved, and we'll play sound, it's just fucking bull. I mean,
the sickening thing for me was for him to just like point it back at Trump and be like, well, you haven't solved coronavirus, so we're not going to talk about my hypocrisy. Or you're telling people to wear masks,
so it's just crazy. He's fucking snapped, but he's protected and you know, like again, that the radio gunk thing I listened to, the Fox, I was listening to another part where they were talking about how Fox News covered it over the weekend, but MSNBC and CNN didn't cover it all over the weekend. And Stern has a wrap-up show. And on his wrap-up show, frequently one of the co-hosts is a contributor to Anderson Cooper's show.
Oh, how strange.
So you just get your...
And Anderson Cooper was a guest just a few weeks ago.
Friends with those.
And Cuomo's in the Hamptons. And you've
and he had Seth Meyers on yesterday.
And he's had Rachel Maddow on a lot.
And Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen are good friends. And Stern and Andy Cohen are good friends. It's just a...
Yeah, you have this cone of protection. So this is... So when people say, why isn't this going to be a bigger story? Well, that's why. The View won't talk about it. Right?
Then
we'll talk about it.
It raised some uncomfortable questions for what Whoopi
If you would have Stern on again in the year, they would maybe bring it up as a joke. They wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, you might be right. Sometimes the View does get into...
Or they do it in such a way, they'd be like, these fucking phonies. Like, they wouldn't, you know... This woman, Sonny, should be like, anybody want to fucking apologize? Whoopi, you were right next to me. Joy Bay, whoever was there, you want to apologize for fucking making me look like an asshole?
That is weird if they don't get it, because they're so involved in this. It's just bullshit. On the Whoopi level and every level.
It's just a phoniness. And for me, it's fucking heartbreaking. It would honestly be like, if today, at like 11 o'clock, some story came out that Bruce Springsteen was a fucking raised by 2 millionaires and he had a great relationship with his father and he fucking hates cars. I'd be like, and he's from fucking Montana. You know what I mean? I'd be like, what the hell just happened?
And then he couldn't even say the embarrassing thing that Stern said, where it's like, I was just a crazy kid at age 40.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Or at age 67 with the Wendy Williams thing.
Yeah.
So, or another sound we could play from, he's played a lot, he's done a lot in 2020. So, I mean, again, I don't care. He can say whatever he wants. I don't give a fuck. He wants to go on and say the N-word all show. That's his prerogative. But he's a fucking phony.
But he's completely embarrassed. And he's this guy who made you believe he stood by everything he said.
Exactly.
He's the king of all media, and he's going to tell the FCC to fuck off.
He's turned out to be the biggest phony who has ever lived, and it's fucking It's fucking heartbreaking. It really is.
Yeah, and by the way, I own everything I did. Everything I did.
Oh, really? Do you, Howard?
Like what, Howard? All right, go ahead.
I didn't use the N-word.
All right, so start again. So he.
All right, so this is about 1 minute into his response after the caller sets it up, and he goes right to the Trumps.
Go ahead.
It seems that Donald Trump Jr. and some other guy who I never heard of, but he's a conservative guy. I guess they got together.
I believe that's Tariq Nasheed.
So his theory is they got together with Trump, by the way, he says, too. Yes. Now, I wouldn't put anything past these guys, Trump, to be honest, but still. They got together and coordinated an attack against, frankly, and look, I love the guy. He's richer and more successful than I'll ever be. Irrelevant Howard Stern. I mean, it's not like, you know, I would say Rachel Maddow. If you're going to go, Rachel Maddow is more relevant. Talk about like anti-Trump voices.
People on the left. I mean, there are random Twitter accounts that are more influential.
No, I understand for Donald Trump Jr. and guys like that, Stern means a lot.
And he's been going off on him lately. It wouldn't be crazy to think that Trump Jr. shot him a text of a video or something.
But what's Stern, because he's in such a bubble, these things have been around for a long time. You see, we've talked about them before.
What I keep saying, is it comes up every couple of years where it's Howard Stern did this? Like, people are shocked by it.
It's more of a personal grudge on Don Jr.'s part than like some political war.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't like, he's mad at the guy. This is his dad. He's Stern's out to be a phony. Yeah. This is not even like, doesn't mean that Don Jr. is great or fucking President Trump is great. It's just the hypocrisy of Stern. Go ahead.
War room, and they uncovered something really big. They uncovered that I did a fucking crazy show 30 years ago on radio.
What?
And TV, yes. They actually, stuff that aired on TV, they exposed me.
Wow.
Yes.
So my question to Howard would be, and he doesn't do it for what stuff?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like, what stuff, Howard?
And Robin is so fake there.
Yeah, she knows everything.
What?
And by the way, this has all been, like, the idea they hadn't talked about that at all. You know, it's bullshit. But, like, what stuff? What stuff? We're so crazy. I agree. But, like, what? What is so bad? And he won't say it.
Wild, crazy thing.
And he's like, I'll own it, but you're owning what? Go ahead.
On national television and radio, well, not quite national, but pretty national. But they, here's the headline. First of all, yes, Don Jr. and other guy I did the craziest motherfucking show ever in the history of radio. So crazy about sex, about race, about... I mean, I can't think of a topic I didn't fucking take on. That's how you know my name. I was insane on the radio. If you brought up a topic, I would talk about it. And when we had the Channel 9 TV show, whatever was in the news, I would talk about. There's your headline.
No question. I mean, he's 1,000% right about that. I mean, I give him credit. He was the greatest ever at it. He definitely did. And now he doesn't, which, like Mike said earlier, is okay. But he's acting like he's changed as a person. He has an A. And B, he is just acting like that doesn't exist. Like, he has 2 channels. And when Sirius made the deal with Stern for all this money, and they got all those old tapes and stuff, I'm pretty sure they thought that's what they were getting.
Yeah.
And now they're getting old. The idea of old Stern now, if you go to that old channel, is like a 2014 interview with like Alanis Morissette or something. It's just fucking
He says, I can't, I'm embarrassed by it. Like, he doesn't, he says he owns everything he did, but then he can't watch out, and he refuses to play it on his channels. So which is it? Do you own it? Or
they keep a pretty tight grip on that audio too, because we reached out to Sirius. Their on-demand player clipped it initially. We reached out to Sirius, and any request for their audio has to go through Stern's team, and they basically told us to fuck ourselves.
We work at Sirius.
We are, right? You know, upstanding Sirius employees.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's you know, and again, I get that. Like, there's stuff in the past I sure as fuck would want to listen to. But if you said to me, did you ever call Aaron Andrews a bitch? I would say, I don't.
I never used the B word.
Hold on. I never said that. Like, it's just crazy.
Jerry said it.
Yeah, we're using it as a way where things said, yes, they were said in a way that it's just.
Well, you know what? Until Donald Trump brings about full equal pay between the sexes, we don't need to have a conversation about whether I use the B word.
No, until coronavirus is completely wiped off the earth.
It's a completely. I guess what I was trying to say with the 2010 thing is it's a completely reasonable defense if it's based on nothing, really. If he's explaining why the show has changed a little bit.
He's telling the truth, yeah.
Yeah, but this is, people said, hey, Howard, you used the N-word even though you said you never did. You did all this racial stuff that you kind of go after people for now. And he's saying, well, I did some crazy stuff and I own it all. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you know, but go ahead. So what's the next cut?
So I thought we can get into him addressing the dancing skit if you want. He does that briefly, and then he gives an example of that I thought was crazy, of something outrageous that he did. Like his example of crazy radio was this, or crazy TV.
Do we have the part also for later? Do we have the part where he talks about how he's evolved though?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. We've got it.
So
all.
where are you going to here?
You want to go through it order? We'll do him on that dancing skit.
Okay.
And yes, if Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson went to the Friars Club and did blackface and used the N-word, I went on the air that week and did a sketch about it and put it on television.
What's interesting about that is he doesn't say he was in blackface. It's fucked up. No. It's weird. Like, you were in blackface. It's like, as a listener of yours, I'm telling you, it's okay. I know what you were trying to do. You were trying to satirize, and you wouldn't do it today. As he says later on, I wouldn't do it today. That's perfectly reasonable. I don't know why. In the whole time, he never talks about the fact that and this is all that Nasheed and was talking about, not Don Jr. retweeted, the relentless, endless use of the N-word, which you can, if you want, try and justify. But he never even talks about it. It's so fucking strange.
It's weird. He's making it seem like he thoughtfully addressed inequality, which in an odd way, he did, kind of. Like, by completely mocking what Ted Danson and Whoopi Goldberg did, he was in a thoughtful kind of way making fun of it.
He was trying to be satirized.
He's pretending like, hey, we just had a discussion.
We had a sketch.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Shockingly, this wasn't even done in a back room somewhere. I did it on TV and radio. So there is probably thousands of hours of tape of me doing such. I have tape. I've uncovered tape of my friend in a Nazi uniform screaming about the Jews. and calling them kikes. The guy's name was Kurt Waldheim Jr. Kurt Waldheim was the president of Austria or something like that. And so, you know, I remember in Cleveland, I got a call.
He's just rattled.
I don't even know.
He's just Kurt Waldheim Jr. I think used to be a guy on this show. I think Fred did the voice too.
So he goes back to that theme over and over again. Because I did this on TV and it was public before, there's no reason for you to be critical.
Questioning
that's again him saying someone else did this thing.
Right, and he just sounds rattled to me right there. He just sounds, and I get it, like he's used to, but it's just strange. But go ahead.
Well, I thought this one was interesting just because you were talking about how he says, I do crazy stuff on the radio, and this is the example he goes to as opposed to a racial example.
I think there was one time on David Letterman I want to bring a dead horse on.
Weird.
Whoa, no, not a dead horse.
There's no connection to what anybody's talking about.
Well, wait till you hear Robin's example of him being crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
I said, so the shocking news to me, quite frankly, was that Trump Jr., and I assume Donald is putting him up to this, but doesn't want to talk directly to me. I've been very critical of Donald, particularly about COVID-19. And this not wearing a mask and talking about the lies that have been told. And I don't understand why you have to lie about the size of the crowd. And I think it's, so according to the Post, they have sicked their dogs on me. In doing so,
uncovering something you did on TV.
They actually uncovered.
But it's so weird. What's so weird about this is it's like it's almost like listening to Dale O'Keefe or something, in that they both know that the other one is lying. They're just playing like Robin knows that Stern used the N-word 5 million times, and Robin knows that a lot of black people are pissed off about it. They are. I mean, I get tweets all the time now about it. And Stern's pretending that this is only about that sketch on TV when it's not about that. It's just, it's not about that. And I'll defend Stern's right to say it all day long, but what I won't defend is he's being a fucking hypocrite and lying to his audience. He's fucking full of shit.
But they're actually making everyone's point for us. They're saying, hey, this stuff was on TV. We're like, yeah, we know, but you said you never said it.
Right.
We're saying we heard it on fucking radio for years, Howard. You said you didn't say it.
Right. You went on The View and said you've never said the N-word ever. And the only example you give is Daniel Carver, where there are, again, 50,000 times the word was said on your show. 50,000 times. And it probably hasn't been said in your show in 10 years. Okay, well then you've changed. You've evolved. You think it was wrong now. You didn't think it was wrong then. Done. Sold. But no big deal.
In that cut, he's saying, President Trump, you don't have to tell these little lies about crowd size. But he's telling a little lie that he never said the N-word. I mean, it's not that little of a lie.
But what he's doing is he's doing the classic, like you were just saying, like, oh, well, fine. You want to focus on what I said in the TV show 30 years ago while the world's burning down. Well, I mean, fucking bull. I mean, you don't think Donald Trump, if he's behind this, can fucking spend 2 seconds making fun of Howard Stern? I mean, you're just moving the goalposts here. It's ridiculous. Right. What's next?
Here's the bigger point that I will make.
The echo, geez.
About 20 years ago, I went into psychotherapy. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The reason I went into psychotherapy, a big reason, was my marriage was falling apart. I was having a hard time with my personal life because I was insane. I was crazy. I had to go into psychotherapy 5 days a week. Every day after the show, I'd go into psychotherapy because I was unhappy. And I actually didn't like the way I was communicating. And I didn't think that I could live with, the sex all the time and I came to discover in psychotherapy that what I was really doing is demanding your full attention. I would go to any lengths to pull my pants down, including going on MTV with my asshole sticking out.
I was going to say, you did put your pants down.
So hold on. So like, I think this is all perfectly real. Like, I get it. Trust me. I get it. Like, I understand. A couple of years ago when I was at EI, and I was definitely a fucking lunatic for a few months, ranting, raving, and like a madman. Like, I listened to that. I'm like, oh, I understand that. I do understand that. But the problem is that the last 20 years, that's not really been the case.
The problem is 20 years ago he went to therapy. 15 years ago he moved to Sirius so he could say cunt.
Right.
With impunity.
Well, let's just play a sound. Let's play sound from January of this year. I mean, I don't know. Like, think about, there's a guy who's evolved. And again, I don't mind if he says it.
Put it on. It's like ching chong, ching chong, chong, ching chong, 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 a whole bunch of subtitles. And I said, honey, there's subtitles. She goes, what? I go, yeah. So, I see she goes on. I said, Google it. She goes on. She puts on the trailer. It's like ching chong, chong, ching chong, 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 ching chong.
I mean, it's like,
and she's like, I'm not watching that.
I don't even really care, but like he does it all the time talking about that stuff. So it's like, well, which is it? Like, are you super evolved?
I've changed. I was just a crazy kid.
Yeah.
Needed some therapy.
I mean, here's the Wendy Williams rant. The Wendy Williams rant is from this year, correct? Or last year?
Yeah.
Last year. I mean, this is within the last year. I think it was last July or something.
Yeah.
I've gone Hollywood.
It'd be about, oh, I love this one. And then we went on their yacht. And he's a Hollywood insider now, which sucks because.
What a cunt. What a fucking bug-eyed cunt. Fuck you. You heard me. Fuck off, cunt.
Oh, my goodness. Can she finish
You know
her
what?
statement?
The last time I had in here, she was giving me some goddamn attitude with this Hollywood crap. Yeah, I'm a real Hollywood insider. You should see the wild life I'm living. You got those big fake tits and I'm Hollywood, huh? Shut the fuck up. Cunt. Oh, he kisses everyone. I'm not kissing your ass now, cunt face. Fuck off. What the fuck's wrong with her?
So hold on. So this guy is. Hold on. We'll play the rest of this. Yeah. So he's gone and had psychotherapy. He doesn't like being. It's just. And Wendy Williams is black, right? I'm just asking.
Yes.
Okay. I was just curious. I don't mean that, but I was just wondering. Go ahead.
You Buscemi looking broad.
It's nice.
Oh, fuck you. Your dumb show. And your mystery illness. I don't give a fuck about you. And don't go on the air and talk about how you never miss work. You miss plenty of work.
Like it hurts. I've been on Howard's show twice, and I often get in the streets, like, you know, Wendy.
She's in the streets. She disappears for 2 months. Nobody knows why, and now she's questioning me. Oh, Howard looks really handsome, and, you know, I really admire him, but he sucks. Thanks, honey. Thanks for that. I work my ass off on this show. Day in and day out to make sure it's good.
Oh, you bet.
And Cowface has to open up her fucking mouth and say that I suck. I'm not sucking your dick now, am I?
Oh, wait a minute.
Not even sure you have a dick.
I hope she doesn't have a dick.
I don't know, man. Was she born a woman or a man? Go fuck off.
Oh, again.
What a cunt.
Again, say what you want, but which is it, Howard? Like, which?
That's no problem. But don't now, when you're 80 years old, say, "Well, I went to therapy when I was 67."
20 years ago, I changed, and you're calling Wendy Williams a cunt and suggesting that she was born a man, and he calls her rock face, I think, later on. And he calls her cunt 50 times. That's the real Stern. That's when I hear that, I'm like, oh, everything else is a fucking phony, fake thing because he just wants to play it safe and collect his money, and that's it, and be friends with celebrities. He's the biggest fucking phony who ever lived. It's really heart-shattering to me listening to this guy do this and make up his bullshit yesterday and surrounded by these people who are like, oh, that's great, you're right. Never mentions the M-word, never mentions, I mean, we could, you know, he has said the M-word 50,000 times, 100,000 times on the show. It's crazy, and they don't talk about it. It's weird. Howard Stern's show doesn't talk about it. It's fucking insane.
I think it's also fine to go to therapy and say, you know what, I was much crazier. I was doing all this shit for attention. Maybe I shouldn't have done it, but hey, it made me a lot of money. That's what he's ignoring. He was making $10 million or more a year when this was happening, calling himself the king of all media for years, talking about how, like, when he talked about you and Jerry or whatever, he's like, you guys are ripping me off. He's calling everyone a Howard Stern ripoff artist. Well, if you're so embarrassed by it, why is it that big a deal if people are ripping you off?
Yeah, I mean, now you think your legacy sucks.
Yeah.
Like, you think you sucked, right? Your show sucked for years, right? Now it's good. Like, now it's good. Now, you know, when you interview Trevor Noah, it's great. But the skits in, like, 96 sucked. Like, so, you know, and the people who loved you and followed you and spent, and I take this very seriously too. I mean, again, I'm not as big as Stern was. I get that. But there are people who spend a lot of money for our show and go to events and buy clothes. For me, that 15, 20 years later to say, you know what, that was bullshit. That's such a fuck you to your audience.
Completely.
And by the way, a lot of the crowd, you know, I went to Sirius with them, you know, and it's like, he's just like, nah, fuck off. I'm telling you, nobody must be listening to that show now. Nobody. I can't imagine.
Nobody that started listening.
Right.
Like,
I mean, it's got to be moms now.
Yeah.
Like, who would listen to it?
Here's a little bit more from yesterday.
Over the years, I did change the show. A lot of people who liked that kind of humor where I was completely pulling my pants off and doing it, those people are pissed off at me now. They think I'm a sellout, and I haven't, you know, I'm not doing a good show anymore.
Okay. You got soft or something. Yeah.
I got soft. But, you know, I came to realize in therapy, if I'm going to be with my kids and I'm going to have a successful marriage and all this, I can't go I can't be insane completely 24 hours a day. I got to figure out a better way to communicate. And so, you know, I evolved and changed. So,
but he didn't, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. And he still knows that's the best kind of radio to do is controversial shit that people are going to talk about. On some level, he still knows that.
Yeah, I guess. I don't even know.
She pees standing up.
That's the Evolve Stern from last year.
I hope her nuts get stuck in a zipper.
Oh, Jesus.
It's after 19 years of therapy.
Right. So, I mean, again, like, which is it? And by the way, and this is really what it comes down to for me, full circle, is like when he has that shitty book that came out last year, just an embarrassment. Like, you know, he went on with Terry Gross and NPR and The View. in the Globe wrote a nice thing, and they talk about how great he is and how he's changed and evolved. There was a CBS TV Sunday morning thing I watched where the evolved. Remember we played up the evolved Howard Stern, and it's a fucking lie. And I sit
fucking
there,
jolly green giant with tits, fucking sitting and criticizing me.
And I just sit there and like I'm sitting there like these people like go after us all the time, and like dude, we don't do anything. Like this guy is fucking doing this still.
And it was never like I bring this up all the time, but Sean Hannity interviewed him 15 years ago or something,
right?
And asked him about like he silenced Opie and Anthony and all these other shows that would talk about him that worked at the same that worked at CBS,
Sirius,
or Sirius also. And Sean Hannity said, "You're this guy that you rail against the FCC. You're for free speech." And Howard says, "Yeah, my free speech."
Oh, totally. He's a phony.
And that's when he became, in my eyes, a complete fucking phony that never stood for anything and just knew he's a good businessman, but he's not the guy that he was pretending to be.
An insanely talented broadcaster, but a fucking phony.
That's going to be a chapter in Mike's book, by the way.
Yes.
The moment Howard Stern lost him.
That's going to be big.
Shattered.
Revelatory.
I dropped my ice cream cone. Spilled over the whole.
So the next two cuts are the ones that I think were like peak vomit.
Oh, well, which one's first?
So this is him talking about, it's right after he's talking about therapy and how he was able to change and his prescriptions for the Trumps.
Oh, God, yeah.
It fucking distresses me that Donald Trump Jr. and Donald themselves won't go into psychotherapy and change. Why not change the way you're approaching things? Because, dude, wearing a mask is not a bad thing.
Why is he? What is going on with him?
Telling people the actual size of the crowd at your inauguration is okay.
Like, really, it distresses you? Like, you woke up this morning and were like, oh, my God, why won't Donald Trump go to psychotherapy?
He's also, like, years behind bringing up the size of the inauguration
What crowd is he talking about? Is he talking about something else when he says that?
No, he's talking about the 2016 crowd.
Okay.
Like, the first big lie Sean
4
Spicer
years
told.
behind. 3 years behind.
2017, January.
Yeah.
I thought there was something like some crowd about something in the last couple of days. I thought yesterday, like, did I miss something? Like, how is there crowds anywhere?
No, if you paid attention to, like, the first month of the Trump administration and then checked back in 3 years later, that's what you would be concerned about.
You know what Spicer lied about the size of the inauguration?
It was the biggest crowd ever, period, blah, blah, blah. Yes.
Right. Jesus Christ, he snapped. I heard that yesterday. I was like, what the fuck am I missing?
It has nothing to do with anything he's talking about.
No, he's an old, cranky liberal who won't, and look, I have no use for Trump as a president in a lot of ways, but find me the old video of Trump in blackface or Trump using the N-word. I'm fine. Send it to me. I'll listen to it.
Just the thought of Trump using the N-word on video has been weaponized against him by Tom Arnold.
Right, which is obviously a lie because Arnold would play it in 2 seconds if he had it. Tom Arnold wants to be relevant, and B, doesn't strike me as somebody who's patient.
He's also fucking insane.
Right, he would play it. So anytime any of these guys, whether it's Joy Reid, whether it's Jimmy Kimmel, whether it's Jimmy Fallon, whether it's Howard Stern, there's always, and I understand comedy's part of it, Sarah Silverman, there's always some blackface element or the N-word or something. Every single fucking time. To that, I say, fine, you're a comedian. Talk about it. Own it, and don't do what Jimmy Fallon did.
Yeah, and by the way,
hold on.
Everything I did.
Yeah, right. And don't cry in the air about it, but just say, it's not that, I just said it's not that difficult. Sir could say, yes, I was a fucking wild man. I was crazy. I wouldn't do it now. I did it back then. It was 25 years ago. I would never do it now. And if he said that, nobody would say to him, nothing would happen.
Do you think this is better or worse than him apologizing?
Worse. Way worse.
Because I was like, at least he didn't go on and apologize and have.
You know why it's worse, Mike? Because he doesn't acknowledge it.
It's weird.
It's just, he isn't even
fucking weird.
Like clearly, because if again, think of it. So much I learned is from this guy.
Yeah.
Like if you and I were doing this, so there was something that was unearthed of you on Mike and the Boys.
Yeah.
Is that
Dirty Mike and the Boys.
Dirty Mike and the Boys. Where you said the N-word 5,000 times, right? And then you went on another show and somebody asked you about it. You said, I never said that.
Never. I would never.
And then we came on here and you addressed the fact that you used to say it a lot on Dirty Mike and the Boys, but you never said it. The idea of me not bringing up the interview where you denied ever saying it.
Not playing it over and over again.
Well, not only that, but if Robin knows about the View thing.
Yeah.
Fred knows about it. Gary knows about it. The producers know about it. Nobody says, well, Howard, what about the View thing where you said you never said it?
That was the other weird thing, that it's him and Robin and no one else interjected.
That's their show now.
Yeah.
That's when I see the interviews or they play
Fred's
clips.
in a separate room.
Well, Fred never talked much anyway, but there's no Jackie, who didn't even talk that much either. There's also no Artie, and Artie was essentially a co-host of the show.
Yeah.
So now it's just Howard and Robin, two old people who are like, it's like listening
out of touch
to two old cranky liberals. And now that Robin's a liberal because Howard's a liberal and Gary's, it's just group think. And I know people will say, oh, that's what your show is too, but it's of course really not.
This next cut could have come from Ellie.
Oh, jeez.
And, I'm not a hater.
That's bad, yeah.
I'm excited about, being on the radio, as most of you who listen to me know about. I'm excited about gay rights, telling you not to beat up gay people.
Hold on.
What fucking decade is he in? I'm excited to tell you not to beat up gay people.
Wonderful. Like I'm for gay rights. I voted for gay. I'm off, but like the idea that Howard Stern's going to say, I'm excited about my show. I'm excited about gay rights, and telling you not to beat up gay people is fucking crazy.
But out of nowhere, this wasn't a gay rights issue.
Mike,
he wasn't bashing.
He's in full
This is a man who is totally rattled, completely rattled. And again, ever addresses the accusations against him and his own lie on The View. It's fucking nuts.
What I like more is what he says after gay rights, I think, if I'm thinking of the right.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I'm excited about gay rights, telling you not to beat up gay people.
That's exciting.
And I'm excited about the changes that are coming out of Black Lives Matter. I don't, watching that guy choke to death, as I've said before, it's sickening and appalling.
Oh, really?
And it's ridiculous. And I think real change might be in the air.
Great.
It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with these guys going to the streets and saying we've had enough.
He's right. I would say it's not about him.
I'm excited about real change that might be down the pike. Or pipe.
I was wrong.
Oh, what were you thinking? Solo, what were you thinking?
I was thinking, there's another clip where he says, I think a lot about doing work for gay rights and animal rights.
Yeah. Well, he does a lot of animal rights.
He's big on animal rights.
I know.
His wife is. He's in the IMS. He got a young wife and she had a cause and he just jumped on it. But I'm all for gay rights, God knows. But I don't know, should we do an exciting thing every day where we talk about not beating up gay people?
Well, he doesn't do that.
Of course not. Well, you know what, Mike? He might, for all I know, honestly. Like, if I'm being honest, that could be all he talks about. Like, I have no idea if he does it or not. Like, I don't know what the meat of his show is. Like, I will occasionally see 2-minute clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
But he could spend 2 hours every day on that. I have no idea.
Seems to me that it's celebrity interview heavy. Like, who's the one on Saturday Night Live with the butthole eyes, the young kid?
Oh, Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson, yeah. He's got a big interview with Pete Davidson. You go to his Sirius XM page, and like it's just being shoved down your throat on their on-demand page. That's all he's elevating, his interviews with Anderson Cooper, Pete Davidson.
And leading into that segment, I don't know if you heard the very beginning where they play some awful coronavirus song parody.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that.
And they're talking about it's done by a guy who I guess was on American Idol.
Oh, okay.
And Howard he says, the name, blah, blah, blah. And Robin goes, never heard of them. And Howard goes, you don't know so-and-so from American Idol? And she goes, oh, of course I do. Right. That's what I've heard.
The whole thing is it's just shrouded in phoniness, and it's weird. And I thought I do think about little Kirky Minahan driving around the Suburban, listening to the show, thinking this is the craziest, most open, raw thing I've ever heard in my life. And I wonder now how much of it was, how much of it wasn't. I don't know. And I totally get what Stern's saying about being a wild man. You get older, and he's mid-60s now. Like, he's not going to be the guy he was when he was 38. Why would you? Why would he be? And he's right. I had no use for the strippers and the fucking Sibian. Like, it did nothing for me. So I think that's actually a good move to get rid of that shit. It felt to me dumb, especially.
But you also don't sell out who you were as a person.
You could just acknowledge it. Like, you could just say, this is part of who I was. I evolved. He's saying that. But here's the other thing. But then you hear the Wendy Williams and the Asian stuff and the bits they do and Sal and Richard, and you think, well, has he really?
No. He's trying to be he's trying to be the guy that can say,
it's working though.
I haven't abandoned my old audience. Look at these things that I do. And be the guy that fits in with celebrities now and everything.
And I also think about, we haven't talked about this in the last day or two. We spent some time a couple months ago, and this is that weird fucking seminar he had that day.
Oh, yeah.
Where he was talking people to fucking tweet at Lady Gaga and stuff. Like, he's just, and you hear him talk about this stuff, and he's just snapped. He has no connection with reality. None.
And it's just amazing to me that the same media that will go after Kyler Murray or Josh Allen because they tweeted a rap lyric when they were 14 will accept, I was a crazy kid from Howard Stern. It's unbelievable.
And not even acknowledge nothing. He's like, hey, you want to do race? Yeah, we talked about race. Well, what do you mean? Like, a normal conversation, like Robin would say, what do you mean? But they don't do that. It was so bizarre. It wasn't even, I don't even know what to call it. It wasn't an apology. It wasn't honest. It wasn't I don't even know what it was. I know it was spin, but I don't know what. It wasn't successful.
In his mind, it was him being the real Howard Stern, where, hey, I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm not going to apologize for shit. But he's not acknowledging the thing that people want to talk to him about.
I mean, at one point, Stern and Robin both say they don't even remember doing it.
Right.
Which is just bullshit. I mean, you know, like I know I always forget certain segments from the shows or whatever.
I believe there are things that we would all remember from Stern, or if you were a listener, would all remember from Stern that they wouldn't necessarily remember. I believe that.
Okay, but do you think a sketch where they're in blackface and Sherman Helmsley's on his lap, they don't remember a pay-per-view?
Which is so much different than
by the way, Stern dressed in blackface as Clarence Thomas. I mean, he did it more than once. Like, this is something
This would be like you forgetting Madawaska.
Yeah.
The prayer vigil.
It was a huge moment for the show.
Forgetting the Hammer episode.
Right. Yes. Right. Which I might in a year or two. I don't know. But I mean, like, but he did it other times too. And he did the voice and the affect. And it's just bullshit. And it's not, again, if you just say, hey, it was satirical. I was younger. I don't do it now. I don't believe him maybe necessarily, but it's fine. This is just weird. It's like whitewashing history, and I don't get it.
I also think it's evidence that Wendy Williams was onto something, calling him Hollywood Howard.
Well, of course, I've been saying it for years.
He's in this fucking bubble where he thinks that this is somehow going to be a passable response, but he's also knows that there's no risk.
Well, I was going to say
there's no downside.
Who's the big national figure who's gone after him on this?
No one.
The great Kirk Minahan.
I mean, okay, fine, but I'm saying
the tag team of Kirk Minahan and Donald Trump Jr.
Right, but I'm saying a big, big national media, whoever. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, there isn't one. And the other thing that bothers me is that no one can call in. If he wants to lie about it, fine. But no call that disagrees with him is ever going to get on. It's impossible.
No, there's no chance. It's all that is completely,
I don't think they take real calls.
No, it's completely choreographed. That is a caller who they tell what to say. Because if you notice, like I said, when she says it, she never mentions the N-word. She never mentions the sketch. She mentions it like he mentions it. It's the same way of dancing around.
It was a spoof of a joke.
Yeah, and there was like a thing, and it was an overreaction, and I know you're a good man, and I don't know why people are acting like this. It was clearly, it's weird. I don't know.
I skipped around the episode after the Seth Meyers thing because I wanted to see if they went back to it or anything. And there was a caller that called in and wanted to basically audition for a job, and he was doing impressions of Carson and fucking all outdated impressions.
Yeah,
and they kind of made. Well, first of all, this was funny that Howard said, "Oh, Jesus, it reminded me when I had to be brutally honest on America's Got Talent," as if he was ever brutally honest. But my first thought when I heard the call was, this guy would never get through.
Oh, no, it's a fake.
Like, if there was some big, like the K. Marco day, if callers got through and no one asked about K. Marco, that'd be very strange.
Or, no, it would be like, if I didn't want to talk about the K. Marco thing, but I felt like I had to, it just upset me. And some guy called up and he's like, Kirk, the thing over the weekend with the thing and the hashtag, and like, I know what you were doing, and it's, you've done, why did you do that? And the thing that was written that was taken down, it's like, just, like, what are we doing here? Like, and the people who were listening to the show must be. At one point, Stern says that he didn't know about it. Somebody called him, and he hadn't. Like, I look on social media. Ronnie called him. He's like, I'm on social media all over the weekend. I'm like, you have a wife. You have like 6 assistants. You're fucking full. You just fucking, the whole thing is a lie. You got caught. Just fucking say, yeah, I did it. What? I don't get it. I'm so. Do you have any other sound, Steve, or no?
No, I think we played all the good stuff.
All right, it's just crazy. I just find it nuts, and it's over.
Yeah.
It's over, and again, I don't want him to get canceled. I sort of do because he's a fucking fan.
I
hate to say it, but I just,
But no, I want him to have to address what we're talking about rather than address it in some weird, like, oh yeah, I was great, I was edgy.
Yeah, I think he'd be better off just not addressing it at all yesterday. Just doing the show.
Which is what I thought he was going to do.
I think so.
If he'd done that, we would have been like, what a pussy, he didn't do it, and then we would have moved on. Like,
but there's nothing to talk about then.
Right, you just can't, you keep talking about how he didn't talk about it. But since this, and my guess is today he won't talk about it again. I think it's probably done, right, in his mind?
I would imagine, unless someone big talks about it. I keep thinking, because Trump Jr. tweeted the blog out, and then we're going to talk about it today and tweet out. I keep thinking, I wonder if he'll talk about this show. But then I was like, no, he's too much of a pussy to ever.
He won't do it.
He'll never do it.
I mean, maybe, hopefully we're wrong. It'd be great.
I just think he never will.
It'd be great if POTUS retweeted it. I know he's got nothing better to do.
Sure, he's always like a day behind on those tweets.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, you couldn't call Stern right now and try and get on, right?
No way.
It doesn't work that way, right?
I mean, you could try.
Right.
But
what's the number for it? Is it still, it used to be 88 asshole or something. I forget what it used to be. You know the number?
No, I'm guessing it's Stern 9.
Right, something,
whatever.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, just try. I don't know.
909-390-0003.
Want to try? Just curious.
I'm curious what you even get.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know. That's the number for Stern?
That's what Google returns from his website, howardstern.com.
Steve's often wrong with these numbers, though. It always brings like the main serious number or something.
We call him John Dennis.
It could be. Probably Stern's numbers. Steve just got by mistake.
Great.
Yeah, I think that'll be the number. Huh. That's the only obvious
one.
Well,
call it. Okay, try to confuse. Call it.
What are you calling me at home for?
I don't know. I don't. I've never tried to call Stern ever, even as a listener.
Nope.
No, I did.
No, I did that.
What the hell is that?
Hello? It's us. Are we the Howard Stern Show? It's true.
People are right.
I'll say I'm looking around. I'll try and find it.
Yeah, it's not that difficult, is it?
Well, yeah. I mean, he doesn't put it on his homepage. He doesn't give it out on the show. I mean, if you can find it fast,
he never gives it on the show. That's true.
Which also makes you wonder how people are calling.
Of course. So the old number used to be 888-9-ASSHOLE. 888.
I doubt it's that anymore.
What you call it right now, Steve? 888-927-7465. Probably not anymore, but you're right. All right, forget it. Whatever. Forget it. Doesn't matter. We would literally never get on it anyway.
No. I am curious what it would be, though. If it's just a busy signal or there's some screening.
So we had Seth Meyers on yesterday?
Right after that, yeah. Actually, no, I take that back. He had Donald Trump on first.
Oh, well, there you go. What was nothing wrong with Trump pretending?
You know what's funny, though, is he has on the one late night host who hasn't also done blackface.
That's true.
Right.
True. It's a good point. But it's just then you bring on your celebrity who hates Trump and hates right wingers and has no problem going in there with Stern.
But wouldn't the obvious, like Steve just said pretty much, wouldn't the obvious segue be talking about Jimmy Fallon and that, but he just never.
No. He wants no part
doesn't even
of it.
come close to bringing it up.
Jesus. All right, Tommy John. You want to know the secret to staying sweat-free this summer? I know what it is. I wore it again this morning. Tommy John's ultra-breathable underwear. And bras, by the way. They have a range of summer-ready breathable options, but they're cool cotton underwear. I can attest to this again. For men and women, it's like having your own on-body air conditioner. Upgrade to Tommy John today with enhanced designs that are super breathable and way more comfortable than anything else out there. Whether you're getting lounge pants, lazy day joggers, or the softest Zoom-ready tees and polos you've ever worn, Tommy John has you covered there as well. Next-level comfort. They're so confident in their underwear, best pair you'll ever wear, or it's free guarantee. You're not going to need that, but take a look at it if you want. The cool cotton underwear is the way to go. For a limited time, go to TommyJohn.com/Kirk. You get 20% off site-wide. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. 20% off site-wide. TommyJohn.com/KIRK. See site for all details. See site for all details for the great Tommy John. Speaking of Tommy John, another podcast that frequently has Tommy John is my friend Kevin Francis Clancy.
That's right.
And John Feidelberg.
Yes.
I say my friend Kevin Francis Clancy. I think he's my friend. We were texting again yesterday.
Maybe that podcast was right about you two. Maybe he doesn't like you.
Sometimes I wonder. He got calls from the Minifans, I guess, yesterday on the show. I haven't heard this. Have you heard this yet?
No, I saw the Deke Zucker post, and I said, this time I won't listen. I'm curious what it's like.
I think you get a little primed by someone pranking him.
Is he snapping a little bit or no?
A little bit.
Okay.
So this was the first call from someone who was a familiar prank caller for the Minifans. Okay. Not Tim and Canton.
Okay.
Let's go to Mike in New York. What's up, Mike?
So, Kevin, would you agree that O.J. Simpson's a victim of cancel culture? I mean, the guy hasn't been in a movie in 25 years. They edited him out of that, for goodness sake. I mean, that movie Frogmen never aired in '94. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Who is that?
We got. I don't know his name. He's just he's the one who's done some of the prank calls where he calls him and just starts listing off movies.
I like
I like that guy.
So Kevin actually thinks this guy's being serious?
He thinks he's a Minifan making a serious argument about cancel culture.
Hold on. Do you see, I said, cheapest real estate in New York or whatever?
Yeah, he said there was a hack line.
His response was oh, great, hack line. This is what we're doing now? We're judging each other's comedic.
But is he legitimately angry?
So I don't even know.
It was a bit for a while.
He loves K. Marco. He really likes K. Marco.
I was thinking about this yesterday. My theory is that K. Marco was closer to being fired than we thought, and that's why
I can confirm
KFC's angry.
That I can confirm.
Yeah.
That I can confirm.
Well,
so it makes sense.
And I would just say,
came up with it.
Here's all I'll say about that. Is maybe somebody stepped in and said, hey, you shouldn't fire that guy.
Oh, really?
No, I would never. You crazy?
I would have been very big of you.
Yeah, no.
Fuck that guy. Start tweeting out again. Flashlight fire
Yes,
Kmart.
if I'd smelled blood. Well, if we moved on, like it's a dead carcass. Like I don't, but boy, Kevin, again, I go to my Fredo theory too. They protect.
Right.
They're very, which is nice.
Sweet Fredo.
It's like Junior and Johnny Boy with Eckerly. Like they protect, which I respect.
I can understand that. Though.
Yeah, definitely.
They came up together. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, no doubt. Go ahead.
So this is KFC reacting to the idea that OJ is a victim of cancel
So this is basically watching an idiot at work here, right?
Yes. I think his sarcasm detector failed him briefly.
I bet Kevin would have my back on this, what did I say, plainclothes cops debate.
Why? Because he's stupid?
I think he'd be with me. He's probably never heard that.
We've moved on from that as well, Mike.
Well, I'm just saying.
But thank you.
Have a partner in this.
But thank you for that, Mike. It's good.
So the secret shoppers, okay, when they're shopping, you're not supposed to know that they're actually looking for shoppers.
I don't think that's true. Okay. No, the reason, so normally, like, there used to be just markets, but then they added even more. It became a super market.
Now, see, now you're getting
super. Yeah,
because
even
the first
more,
time you hear that term, you would say, "What? Now, what is that? Tell me what that is."
Yeah, but I would have been 4 years old.
So here's the thing.
Sure.
I mean, I suppose that's true.
Perhaps.
I guess that's true.
Well, there are a lot of words I do know.
Are there?
Yeah, there are plenty.
Almost 100?
Yes, at least.
Impressive.
We can add one, Mike. Big box stores don't sell big boxes.
Well, that's kind of my point here. You're kind of making
It's
my
not
point.
great examples. No. Go ahead. Back to the call.
Yeah, I think OJ. He's not canceled. He never went to jail, dude.
Well,
he never
did,
got
just not for
convicted.
that.
So I mean, I don't see your point. I think that was
He did some time in the clink.
Yeah, but not for murder, not for the case that that Mike is trying to explain.
It's almost
here.
sad listening to these idiots take this seriously. Kevin Clancy and Jared Carabas, who's on death watch because they might not throw a ball for the rest of the year, which is such wonderful news. God, please, I don't ask for much, Lord. Please cancel the baseball season because that will fuck over WEEI so much.
They have
Please.
fucked that up in spectacular fashion. Like baseball could have been the focal point of sports. They just decided not to.
Call Hubs after the show. You guys break it down.
Maybe I will. You know what? I'm starting to like all these other shows.
You guys break that down. But you are right. I mean, it's the disaster zone, but it's wonderful. But you know what? But the way the world works now is it's so much backlash against them. They're gonna panic and now make a season happen.
That's even worse, though.
I agree.
If they just started on the 4th of July, it would have been great for them.
It would have been okay. No kids with a suddenly like. There's no 20. You know what I mean? Like
if baseball is the only sport on in America at that time, and they get 5% of the people that watch on July 4th to keep watching season after season.
But keep in mind, they're still fucked with advertising though too.
Yeah,
it's like it's okay, but it's not the idea that people are like, oh,
they'll lose money for now, but I think in the long run,
this is their chance to come back and be baseball America's game again. Like that's
it wouldn't have been that, but it would have been better in the long run.
Everybody likes
More
baseball.
kids would have
Everybody
been
likes baseball in America has fucking died of coronavirus. They're all fucking 92 years old.
Well, I think this is how you get the kids.
That's a big moment for
be the only sport. Literally a captive audience.
Their fucking TV rating in Holyoke last year was enormous. Now it's going to go down a lot. That's what I would say. What are you making that face for, Steve?
My poor Western.
What's that face for?
All it's going to take is one baseball player to get coronavirus, and then it'll come to a screeching halt again.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Like one healthy, fit guy ends up intubated in a hospital, and they're going to be like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah, they may have ended up saving lives, but...
I mean, I just hope there's no season, because that would really fuck over EI.
And the Red Sox.
Well, I mean, EI will be fine today. They're going to get a huge rating at 10:30. We'll get to that in a second.
So here's the second.
What's our show? What are we?
We're the Skepticism Brigade.
Skepticism Brigade.
You're leading the Skepticism Brigade. What the fuck does that even mean?
That's pretty cool.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Here's the second call.
I thought Kevin goes nuts at some point, no?
Yeah, he does on the later call. They
Kevin, by the way, ironically,
this
is great for Kevin because he actually gets to be Francesa here. This is wonderful. Old, out of touch, is getting pranked by people.
That's ridiculous. OJ didn't go to jail for murder.
Real quick, do you have that Felger thing I sent you?
Yeah.
This just makes me laugh. Did you see this?
I like that he's Funhouse's new toy.
I like the very, very end. So this is another show in Boston, the Felger's sports show, and it's a hugely rated show. And our buddy Jim Murray's on it.
Yes.
And so I just like the very end of Felger. He's so mad. Okay, listen to this.
Murray, what team in Major League history owns the record for most home runs hit in a season? I could give you all day. And it might be the 30th team that you guess.
Is it last year's Twins?
Yes, very good. It's the first
Minnesota Twins, that's right.
I purposely didn't ask you, Maz.
Get out of here. This is me and Murray's trivia game.
That's like...
We purposely didn't ask you, Maz.
He sounds so rattled the whole time, too. It's like, I give you, like, it's not that crazy if you ask a question like that and you would say, you just say, first say, I would give you all day. Then you say, I give you 30 guesses. That's not that crazy then. Like, that's not that nuts.
I think it means because there's 30 teams.
Well, but in history?
Well, right.
I mean, it's a lot of teams in history.
Trying to say, though.
It's like I've told this story before. I'll tell another Dino story. I told this before when Dino would do the birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know,
happy birthday to Dino.
And he'd be like, God, today's celebrity birthdays. And they would have the computer right in front of us. So I would go, born on June 16th or whatever today is. What's today? The 16th? Born on June 16th, Billy D. Williams. And he'd be like, how old is Billy D. Williams? And Jerry would be like, it's 74. And I'd be like, 83. He'd be like, you're right, Kurt.
Very good.
And I'd be like, next. Oh, here's a music one. Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. I saw him in 82.
She was smoking.
He's gotta be. He's got 50. 50. No, give me a second, Tito. It came out, I saw him sing 64. I'd be like 65. Like, you're right. God damn it!
Kurt, that's unbelievable. How are you getting it?
And I would never get them wrong. I'd purposely always do it right. So I'd say at some point he'd be like, you must be cheating. Like, I wouldn't even like be off by a year once in a while.
Yeah.
For like 3 weeks. Every single time. And these are some people I wouldn't even know. He'd be like the classic composer, born in 1531. How old would whatever he would even say? It's like, how old would this person be today? I'd be like, well, they died in 72. And literally in the air, I'd be like, all right, scroll down, personal life, click. He was married to 2 people. And So anyway, so the second cause.
My favorite part is that Jerry's going to be very angry. I wasn't upset.
I never said
it
that.
It didn't bother me. I don't give a shit about that.
Well, Jerry,
Nazi stuff.
I was younger than Jerry. I got worked up. I'm sorry. But yeah, Dino was always, he didn't even say after the show, like, it's amazing how much you know. The reservoir of knowledge. I go, thanks, John.
Specifically about ages.
Yes.
Nothing else in particular.
Right. Go ahead. Now, you know what, Steve? Hold on. Steve, look up people who were born today. I will not cheat. Let's see how I do. Give me today's celebrity birthdays.
Maybe you do know. Maybe you've learned something.
Let's see how we do. Mike and I go head to head here. It's celebrity birthdays. June 16th.
All right.
Do we have them?
Yeah, that's not a good list.
Not a great day.
Okay. Well, I mean, it can't be that difficult. And again, we're looking for people who are alive and fairly well known. I'm not looking for people born in, 300 years ago. Let's see how I do. Yeah, Mike.
There's a lot of foreigners.
Oh boy.
Okay, Steve. I don't.
No, I'm just trying to find a list of people.
How hard is this to do,
don't like
Steve?
to acknowledge that.
Well, it's as hard as trying to find the Stern phone number. I'm trying to find a list of people who aren't like fucking ancient Roman empires.
All right, look up yesterday then. I don't know. I mean, it seems not that hard. Celebrities born on June 16th.
Maybe it's not a great list.
There's got to be like 4. I mean, there's only a lot of celebrities, only so many days in the year.
Okay, Tupac.
Oh, that's right. I did see that. I'm going to guess he would be.
Ooh.
Would you like to guess first, or should I?
I'll go, I guess. 48?
49.
Steve, Mike, you're out. Sorry. Mike also gets a guess, though.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to guess 49 years old.
I was kind of hoping Mike would guess how old he was when he died.
He's 18.
All right, Phil Mickelson.
He's 50. That I know.
49.
No, he's 50. He's 50. He's 50 years old today. He's eligible for the senior
just reading
tour.
the website.
I'm going to guess he's 49.
You're wrong. What website are you reading?
I'm at thefamouspeople.com.
When was that up? Phil Mickelson. Wikipedia. Philip Alfred Mickelson, born June 16th, 1970.
Wow.
Yeah, so the
50 years young.
He's
the
50
algorithm
years old.
The algorithm hasn't updated for his birthday today.
But it's today's celebrity birthdays, you shithead.
All right, Geronimo.
What the fuck are you doing? How hard is this? I'm going to look these up now.
Look, find a list of great celebrity birthdays.
Shut up. Today's celebrities' birthdays. How hard is this to do? Today's celebrity birthdays. Here they are. Yesterday's birthday, Helen Hunt, Jim Belushi. This is not that. This is perfect.
You just found yesterday.
Look at this. But look, think about this, Steve. Mike, for a second. I'll do it, Steve. Don't look. I'm gonna have you two go head to head in this, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Steve, are you cheating or no?
No.
Okay. Yesterday's celebrity birthdays, June 15th, 2020.
Okay.
I'm going to go in different orders because, meanwhile, this one has 5 million people that are perfectly applicable.
That was yesterday.
To this.
We were looking for today.
Perfectly applicable to this. Neil Patrick Harris.
42.
44.
47.
Wow. Look good.
Leah Remini.
51.
56.
50. Ice Cube. I mean, think of these. Courtney Cox, Ice Cube, Helen Hunt, Jim Belushi. Is that exactly what I was asking for?
Yeah, I would say so.
See, well, you can even find that.
Well, you asked for today.
You gave yesterday.
Today.
How many do you think?
You gave yesterday.
Yesterday was a classic day for births.
I mean, I could have come up with yesterday's, but you were asking for
We
today.
only could have found yesterday's.
It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable that you're moving the goalposts.
You can't even do it. It's fucking ridiculous. Julie Haggerty from Airplane. Terry Gibbs. I mean, it's not hard to do. Today's birthdays. I guarantee you if I go into the news section of Google, I'll get a million of these.
Well, let's find out.
Today's celebrities' birthdays for June 16th, 2020. Ready? Laurie Metcalf.
Ooh.
John Cho.
Yeah, so if you search for today's, then you can pull up the Cleveland.com article. I was looking at the Wikipedia stuff.
Pop singer Gino Vanelli. Oh, I like him from the some good early 80s cheeseball music from Gino Vanelli. My point is, it's not that hard to do. Not that hard to do.
Okay, good point.
But how could you not find that? You have a Geronimo.
There's on a different list.
And Foreigners. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You guys don't have that classic chemistry today. I'm not seeing it.
It's ridiculous.
Barstool duo.
Cleveland.com has today's famous birthdays every single day.
The newspaper's been hollowed out.
Hey, what are you going to do? You're trying to make a living, you know? I would agree today's not a huge... When your two biggest stars are John Cho and Laurie Metcalf, that's not a big day. I'll give you that. All right, let's get the second call to Kevin. Wait, what the fuck?
We got Bob. John from Boston.
What's going on, boys? How are you?
Good. How you doing, John?
Glad to hear that it's Dog Day. Always a big fan. KFC. Oh, KFC. I think it is interesting that you say that you don't do things for the integrity of the game because you spent a whole week defending that scumbag K. Marco. How can you put up for this guy? This was a systematic takedown.
I'm not putting up for anybody. I'm talking about how soft it is for you guys to be crying for someone to lose their job. It's soft. You know what happens to me? If someone wrote that blog about me, you know what I would do? I would write a fucking response. I would shit all over him. I would dominate him because I'm a better blogger than Zonker is, and I would keep it moving. To sit around and cry.
Oh, did we not do that? I think we actually put the blog up after Barstool took it down and shit all over Zonker. I'm pretty sure we did
Kevin,
that.
Look, I'm not going to get mad at him. The guy loves... people tweet me and say that he and Feidelberg not have a great Howard Stern stance, by the way, on their show.
Oh, no?
I don't know. Who knows? But Kevin is, he loves K. Marco. It's a weakness. It's a weakness, but I'm not going to blame the guy for this. That's not, but by the way, in his mind, that's not a horrendous response.
No problem with that. I get what he's saying, although Zonker's not a blogger.
Well, he also doesn't. He doesn't
have all the facts.
He's also just being like he's moving the goal. But like I understand what he's saying here. He gets more worked up though, right?
He does.
For someone to lose their job is the softest fucking shit in the world. You are. You're fucking weeping. You guys talk about it incessantly. Yes, we know he made a mistake. He didn't do his job well that day. Who fucking fine. He made a systematic attempt to hold you down. Who fucking cares? Just shit on him. Be better than him, be funnier than him, and keep it moving.
Isn't that kind of what we've done?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, he's saying by doing that, though, you've also gotten Fire K. Marco trending on Twitter.
Yeah,
and
but
gone
I mean,
after his job.
oh, God, who cares? I mean, talk about soft. Jesus Christ. Kevin's become as soft as bird shit. I mean, he's crying about K. Marco at this point? So now he's crying about how we're crying. Is that right?
Yeah. I guess so. I think,
and telling us to do the very things we did in response.
Yeah, that's all right. He means well. His heart's he's defending. He hates us and he likes K. Marco.
And I do think if Steve's theory is true, that it was almost very real, then I can understand why.
Of course, it was. I mean, you heard the fucking CEO of the company. I mean, of course, I imagine it was real. He should have been fired. Like, I'm not. I don't. There's nothing to do with. I'll continue to do my job. The idea that it affects me. I think the guy sucks at his job. It has nothing to do with cancel culture. Kevin knows that.
No one was trying to get him canceled.
No, I don't give a
if
fuck.
he wants, there was no opinion or idea he expressed
it's stupid.
that's going to keep him from working in the industry.
He sucks at his job, so he shouldn't do it. Like I say before, if somebody fucking sucks at delivering fucking pizzas, they shouldn't have their job. He sucks at his job. He shouldn't have that job.
So, like O.J. Simpson, for example.
Yeah, like
O.J.
famously
canceled.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson was a victim of cancel culture. O.J. Simpson's a better human being than K. Marco. That I will say. Still worked
People
up.
losing their jobs is the softest shit in the fucking world. Be better, be funnier, and stop worrying about someone else's livelihood. Don't tell me that K. Marco can hold down Kirk Minahan. Don't tell me that he needs him to be able to flourish and thrive. No, he doesn't. Yo, nobody fucking cares about Kirk Minahan putting up blogs about some random Boston Globe reporters. Nobody fucking cares. That's not.
That to me is a telling statement right there. That is I don't know what that means. What does he mean by that?
I guess he's talking like if we've ever. I'm assuming maybe Trenny is where he's.
What does that have to do with the Boston Globe, though? I don't understand.
I'm guessing he just has the two conflated.
I think that's a reference to Cullen stuff, right?
Or maybe Cullen.
Maybe, but what is he?
Who's
he to say what cares about what I write or don't? Like,
the reason I'm saying Trenny is because that's one that got spiked.
Right, but what is that? But that's a defense of K. Marco? I don't even understand. Like, I don't even get it. What's he mean?
He's saying that
the things you care about don't belong on the Barstool blog unless other stoolies care about it.
Oh, well, but why? But who's he to say? Like, I don't get that part. I don't get. Like, it's okay.
I just think that you might want the Minifans going to Barstool Sports and trafficking the blogs.
They're trying to hold us. You know that. I mean, there's that whole thing. We deal with it all the time, whether it's sales or people like Kevin. They're just trying to hold us down. That's fine. We'll keep doing our thing. But I mean, that's okay.
I don't know what he really means, but the reason I said Trenny is because I thought he was saying that one of the blogs that got spiked, who really cares if it gets spiked? Because not that many people are going to
but we care,
that anyways.
But we care. I mean, I care. Like it's, and again, like it doesn't matter if K. Marco spikes all our blogs. Like we'll continue to be a successful podcast, but like we're doing a show and like, I don't know. Like Kevin's lucky, he never does anything particularly interesting or controversial, so he doesn't have to worry about taking any chances. Like he reviews documentaries and stuff. That's fine.
But I mean, if they do something controversial, they'll just spike it, like Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah, like Nick DiPaolo. If there's something interesting on, they spike it. That's the way they do it. That's fine. Like, that's not a big deal at all. But, like, we do things where we occasionally take chances. He's lucky. He's been around a long time. He's been sort of under the bubble of Barstool. He doesn't have to worry about it.
And I would think if Kevin had stuff, no matter how big or small the story is, if he had stuff repeatedly not get up on the blog, he'd say, hey, what the fuck is this? He would have an issue with it. And then if that same person put up kind of an attack on KFC, I think he would say, what the fuck is going on? Maybe I'm wrong.
I think when he had Dwight Gooden as the best Mets pitcher ever, and then he realized it should be Tom Seaver, like K. Marco took it down right away. Like that was controversial. He had that, Kevin, and he wanted to get rid. I give him a lot of credit.
This guy helped him out.
Yeah, that took a lot of guts. I'll never forget that. I who knows? I mean, I don't know. But again, like I fucking love Kevin. I don't care. He could fucking shit on us. I don't care about that. But like he's being disingenuous about K. Marco, and he knows that too, and he's defending his guy, and that's fine. I don't have a big deal with it. He likes K. Marco more than he likes our show. I don't blame him. He's known him longer. Like they've been together forever. That's the way it goes. We're not at Barstool. We're not there. We do our show, and that's what happens. But I would say, I don't know if people listen to that, but I bludgeon that show with calls today because clearly you can fucking get to him in 2 seconds. Fuck with him.
We're a friend of mine, not a friend of ours, so to speak.
I guess so. Yeah, but that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. That's their guy, like Dan, and we haven't heard much from Dan lately. Like, that's kind of how it goes. And that's okay. Like, we'll continue to do our thing and drift. And, if we cross paths, great. I like those guys. Those guys have been great to me.
Was the text exchange just as passionate?
No, we were texting about, I don't even remember.
So I think it's more, honestly, I think it's more than you. I think the Minifans bother him.
Yeah, he hates the Minifans. Yeah.
And rightfully so. They bully him.
Oh, we were texting about that Wind of Change music podcast. No, I love Kevin. You're not going to get me to fucking, but I mean, I do like the fact that Minifans get him worked up. He's still ranting.
They're mean to him.
Still ranting and raving.
Kirk Minahan is successful, and that's not what his fans should fucking care about. Do not tell me that is like going to stop Kirk Minahan. If anything, he loves it because now he can talk about it for another 6 months. Crying to get people fired is so fucking lame unless you're talking about gross incompetence to the point that you are like physically harming someone. If you're talking about,
I see what he's saying about
what the fuck are we talking about though? We're talking about gross incompetence.
So if you do your job, if you have gross incompetence in your job, but you're not physically harming somebody, you shouldn't lose your job.
So basically, you can only
what is that? What is
he
fucking talking about?
You can only get fired if you're like a drunk pilot or a drunk train operator or something.
What is he like? Kevin had a job in the real world before Barstool. He was shit. I forget what he did. I almost want to say he was in like Stalkers. He worked
like they had an office job.
Yeah,
like, it mergers and acquisitions.
I don't know, but whatever it was, like he in that job, I think understood that like that's not how it works. Like hey, you didn't meet your deadline, whatever, 6 months in a row. Yeah, but nobody physically died. Like, you're not going to fire me, are you? Like, what kind of argument is that?
K. Marco could literally not show up for his job for an entire year, and no one would be physically harmed.
Well, also wouldn't matter, truthfully.
Well, that.
There's also that. So you think you understand the Globe thing? Then?
I think he's saying the fans, that's K. Marco not doing that is not going to stop the Minute fans from listening to the show. Like, it doesn't affect the show.
Yeah, that's not a great argument either.
I think what he's trying to say.
No,
it isn't.
I don't even care.
But I get what he's saying.
It's almost like how Cullen's still at the Globe, and that's a win for us.
Yeah,
having K. Marco still there is a win. We've buried him. He's fucking. He's gone. He's destroyed. We've murdered him.
Right.
We've literally cut his fucking head off. Well, not literally, because then we'd lose our job. That causes actual physical harm. So figuratively, yes. I suppose.
That's better.
Jesus, poor Kevin. Right? Anything else, Steve?
There's another 30 seconds of his
fucking lame, unless you're talking about gross incompetence to the point that you are like physically harming someone. If you're talking about like police brutality or O.J. Simpson murdering people, or I think someone on Twitter tried to tell me fucking something about rape. We're talking about a blog.
It's a
song, about an
actually.
article on a website.
But so like.
That is why OJ lost his Heisman. They were like, well, this is gross incompetence.
So Kevin's the only way you lose your job is like if you're the cop in Minnesota or OJ Simpson.
Those are the only people who have ever been justly
NBC they get rid of OJ after that, I think.
Yeah.
So like that's the only reason a human being should lose their job is if murder or rape or
tell it to Francis.
Did Kevin defend me when I almost got fired? Or Steve?
Oh, very strongly.
Oh, okay. Good. Never mind. Never mind. All right, good. I'm glad he had our backs.
But it's like, I actually don't even, like, I just don't even agree with this. Again, he just likes K. Marco. This is the problem is, like, it's almost like Stern when you know you're totally wrong.
Yeah.
You just get irrational about stuff. So, again, if CCK is taking calls today, just call Kevin and have a good rational discussion with him. I think he's willing. It sounds like he's willing to talk. Is he doing that show solo, by the way? Jeez.
Him and yeah.
Well, I guess what are you going to say at that point, to be fair?
It was a dog day.
The tech spread out makes it hard, too.
Well, that's
like
true.
Being in their own apartments.
But I love Kevin. You're not going to get me. He's been fucking super loyal. He's been, like, all kid, like, he's defending K. Marco. But if we were ever in shit, he would have our back. That I do.
I would think
and
so.
I would have his. So, I mean, it's fine. But he's funny, though. All right.
I like brothers.
Well, we'll take some calls. Let's see if we'll get some passionate calls like that. You two talk for a second.
All right.
Take it away, Mike. Give us a little monologue while I get this set up.
We really went to war with L. Duncan on Twitter yesterday.
Was that you operating the Twitter account?
It sure was.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
wow. That is big news. I thought that was old Kirky taking control.
Coming with some fire. No, I said not
nice
so
job.
fast, sweetheart.
Nice job.
So let me put you in your place. How about you get back in the kitchen?
That was pretty good. Yeah. You're clapping back like a pro.
You're damn right. I guess we should wait on that, though. Kirk wants to.
What?
No, nothing. Kirk said wait on that.
Any more monologue?
Nah, that's about it. That's all I got.
Are you coming on the book?
Oh, it's good. I think I had some notes for you when you sent the chapters. I don't know if we should focus on the high school era so much.
Oh, we got to focus on all of it. It's not, there's, you got to make shit up. You got to write.
What?
I don't mean like purely make shit up, but you have to.
That's the spirit.
You have to make things interesting. Like your slow progression of blindness, I think, is going to be a major theme in the book.
Do you think we're better off going to? I didn't mean to get in the way. Do you think we're better off reacting live to the L. Duncan interview or responding to it tonight?
I don't think there'll be much of a difference.
Yeah, if it's going to come out tomorrow, I guess it doesn't really matter.
What do you mean come out tomorrow?
You're saying stay until when is?
No. It's on at 10:30 with Dale today.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying is, we're taping it tonight. Do we just react to it tonight and make fun of it, or do we react to it live? What's the better play? Do you think?
Huh.
Or are you saying just stay here, tape tomorrow's show?
Jesus Christ, Steve! It's on in 15 minutes. I'm saying, do we react to it the interview's gonna be 10 minutes? Do we react to it live on this show, Or do we do it tonight? Stay for it. We're still doing the show. It's only like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we can do it live. That's fine.
All right. We'll see.
Be fresh.
Stupid interview. But yeah, maybe we kind of react to it. We'll see. All right. Load it up.
They are not.
Did you tweet it out?
Working on it right now.
All right. Take a few. I'm not going to talk to these people tonight.
Why not?
I'm not thrilled with them.
What have they done?
Just are what they are. That's why they get 2 shows in 10 days coming up.
Right.
But there'll be plenty. What else are you going to listen to, I wonder? There's plenty of other shows out there. Give KFC Radio a chance.
Yeah.
Pardon my take. Plenty of fine shows.
Although
Hello.
they may not be doing many shows around there.
That's a good point, too. We can go in their library. Hello. Good morning. Are they loaded up, Steve?
They are.
You're up first. Good morning. What do you want?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, Kirk. So I have for the what's it called, for the movie you're making about Mike. I have a couple of roles. I'll be doing casting for you.
All right.
So I want to run.
Get rid of them all. We'll take calls tonight. I'm on the mood to talk.
We're merely in the book stage.
We're not doing this. No calls today. That's embarrassing. First call. I'm not doing it. I'm not participating in it. Won't do
I
it.
hear you. Steve suggesting when you were in the bathroom that I make shit up for the book.
No, what I meant is that they might not be memorable events in your life, but you need to dig deep and introspect. We need to make. You said we need to gloss over the high school years. Wrong. We need to build the high school years.
Why would we gloss
Find
over the
some
high school
nuggets.
years?
Well, I was just saying I think the Dirty Mike and the Boys era might be more prominent in my life than the high school era.
Here's the thing. You're not writing it. I'm writing it.
That's true.
And I'm interested in your high school
fair.
years.
That's fair. All right.
Did you have your meeting yesterday with the bigwigs or no?
I did not. That's pushed to today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. It's almost straight. But they're probably getting more and more people involved in the meeting, I would suspect.
You think so?
They're very interested in the project.
Excellent.
Oh, by the way, there's still a few tickets available for Sacco.
Yes, there
They did
are.
not sell out the first day, which is surprising.
It's a Sunday. It's tough.
You get 2 shows in 10 days.
Slap in the face.
Don't sell it out, you get 2 shows in 10 days. That's what you get. So there you go.
Enjoy vacation.
But yeah, still if you go to firekmarco.com, which isn't right, and get your
It's not like we bought that domain exclusively to sell tickets to this event.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of other reasons to celebrate this day, which will happen eventually, I suppose.
Who was he ever physically harmed is my question.
That's true.
You know?
It's a good point. It's a weird thing to say. You know who shouldn't have lost his job? Bernie Madoff. I mean,
never physically harmed a soul.
Who did he put his hands on? You know,
Right.
nobody.
Right.
Like, what's the big deal? Like, what did he do?
Notoriously didn't touch anyone.
Yeah, true. He was
Very isolated.
Yeah, kind of a germaphobe, I think. He didn't put his hands on a single person. Like, what's the big deal?
I don't know.
Doesn't seem right to me.
It certainly doesn't. Jared Fogle, merely file sharing.
Well, I think he did. Well, I think he actually also touched people. Yeah.
Statutory rape.
Yeah,
not a great example.
I think he was on the. I think he was on to put his mitts on people. But you would defend him either way.
Either way, yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, when's he going to be on? That should be your book. That should be your book. Every chapter, you just defend them.
That's what I'm trying to get. Steve wants more of my life in there. I'm saying
There should be a chapter.
It's going to be.
There should be a chapter where Mike offers strong defenses for that. It's a cause he believes in.
It transitions from his life story into the philosophy of Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's some stand-up bits as well.
Well, no, the entire book is a stand-up bit.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Well, right. It's
funny.
sort of, yeah.
One punchline after another.
I'm writing the forward. Who's writing the afterward?
We haven't settled on that yet.
Oh, okay.
There are a few names who have been talked about.
Like who?
Like Alba.
Oh, okay.
Potential afterward.
I'll push a lot of copy.
Mama Geary.
Okay, that's
potentially.
good. Yeah.
Or we could find some famous name. Shane Gillis, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, so famous.
He might do it.
How about Dave?
That's what I was thinking, but.
Well, so it'll depend. Does Dave like to make money more than he hates Mike?
That's a tough call.
It's neck and neck.
Would you be willing for like the photo part in the middle to do like a legitimately like nude spread with your mom?
I would not.
You would not?
I would not be willing.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to see her.
I would.
That's true.
I'm not talking about sex.
No, I understand.
I just mean like even like she holds you like you're a baby,
right?
Like and you're naked.
Oh,
like,
is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
hold on a second. What if we did independent photo shoots and then photoshopped you together?
No, the magic's not there. No.
Something tells me there wouldn't be magic.
I'm not saying you're getting breast milk or anything. I'm just saying she's kind of holding you like a newborn.
Yeah, that was my main concern was the potential.
So you're just
breast
naked.
milk.
She's naked, and then that seems. Do you think she'd be okay with it?
I don't think so, frankly.
I mean, we are going to need baby pictures. You understand this, right?
That I could do.
Nah, what are you talking about? Who cares, Steve? We're trying to get real pictures for the book here.
Well, I mean, they've probably got pictures of him nursing, right?
I'll find out.
I don't know.
I'll do my best to find out. I don't know. I doubt it.
Well, just take it with Mike breastfeeding.
All right.
It's worth looking.
We're going to have some pictures today anyway, one way or another of that. But okay, fine. All right. So you're saying no to that?
I'm saying I'll think about it, but I'm leaning towards no.
How about the two of you?
I'm open-ended.
How about the two of you just like in bed together, lying in bed?
Yeah, that's not ideal. But
okay, so we're starting there. So that's a yes.
It isn't a yes, but it's I'm willing to negotiate.
Is that bad? Just like lying in bed or whatever. Not even like sexual.
I don't know if I want
to
tell Mom.
If people get sex from that, they're crazy. I'm just saying.
Right.
You're saying, so you want to have a negotiation there.
Sure. Yeah,
okay. So that's a yes. So a hard no would be like, example, like a picture of you having anal with her.
Right.
That's so okay. So that's
a hard no.
So fuck my mother.
So I'm trying to get to the middle somewhere. I don't know where the middle ground is.
All right.
Shower.
Again.
Okay. I'm trying to negotiate.
Yeah, no.
Well, all right. I don't know.
What about Lady and the Tramp eating spaghetti type scene?
Yeah, you're Italian.
I won't say no immediately, but I'm not loving it.
Kissing on the lips, no tongue.
No, thank you.
Oh, tongue. You're saying then.
I like a little. I got to get something out of this experience.
Like, how about a picture? Okay, you're both fully clothed, right?
Okay.
You're both looking at the camera, but she's kind of got like the back of her hand on your cock, sort of like over your jeans or something. One of those like erotic pictures.
The back of her hand.
Yeah, like sort of like you're both doing it. She's kind of like this. You know what I'm saying, Steve?
Interesting.
No, you don't mean back of her hand. You mean she's like.
I'm sorry. Her palm, but her
she's
hand.
She's giving you like a reverse.
I beg your pardon.
Palm.
Yeah,
grab.
you're right. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't articulate it properly. Yes.
See, back of your hand, you might have had me. But I don't know about the palm. It seems too intimate.
My question is, are we allowed to use the archive of photos that the Minifans produced like 6 months ago of every photo that's ever been out there on the internet of you and your mom?
Absolutely. I'll answer that for Mike. Yes. The answer to that is yes.
I don't love that.
The big cache of photos that everyone's just been sitting on. Can we use those?
I don't love that.
But just think of all the money Dave might make from this, though, Mike.
That's true.
You know,
I do
you won't
think
see
of
a
that
dime, but think of
I
the money
think of
Dave
that a lot
will
and say,
make.
wow.
I'm sure he'll really look at it and say, boy, I should give this guy a second chance now.
Right. Yeah, that'll really warm me up to him.
When is we're now at 2. Like, when does the interview process start?
So that would be up to whenever Steve. I'm ready at any.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'll start very soon. We'll just find a day to sit in here and we'll transcribe some of Mike's life story.
Excellent.
Are you excited about this, Steve? As an author?
Yeah, I am. It's a big creative project.
It's a huge project.
Well, you got to think pretend just hypothetically, if you were writing a book about someone like Donald Trump or something, that would be almost easy.
Right.
You know, because there's so much there.
Yeah, this is a
but
blank.
With me, there's
nothing. Right.
Exactly. There's nothing.
Yeah. There's nothing.
Right.
That's what I like about it. It's the least relevant biography ever written.
It's like you've got a fresh ball of clay,
right.
a big bulgy bulb of clay.
Right.
Well, you sculpt it into whatever you want. I'm going to turn you into fucking David.
Unnecessarily insulting, but yes, I see the
Determine
metaphor.
Who?
David.
Okay. Yes, I understand.
A big, beautiful Greek statue.
Right.
Yes. I guess you will do that. Good. Excellent. So Elle Duncan we've talked about her, I think, a little bit yesterday. So then, she started going back and forth. And of course, she said that we were the people who, whatever.
Led the Skepticism Brigade.
Brigade against Adam Jones, which is fine.
It's actually kind of a compliment, to be honest. Like, if you work in media, like,
I say to her, like, okay. You're purported to sort of be a journalist, right? Like,
you're accusing me of skepticism.
Of asking questions. It's so weird. And she's like, and I don't care if she comes on the show or not. It doesn't matter to me. But she's like, I don't want to go on the show where people are going to have like a back and forth. I want to go on there where I can just tell my story, which, by the way, may be 1,000% true. I have no idea. And have them just be like, yep. I was talking to people. It's one person who still works at EI. I'm not going to say his name. It's not fair to him.
Okay.
I would just say that he and Elle Duncan have a similar history with the law. That's all I'll say.
I don't know.
The two of them are on the highway together. They would keep missing each other, just swerving from lane to lane. It'd be like a video game. I'm not going to say who it is.
Okay.
But the question I posed to him and to others was, will Dale Arnold, my great friend, at 10:30 in his interview with Elle Duncan today, apologize on behalf of Boston or just for himself individually?
Ooh.
I think on behalf of Boston.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he'll do it in a way where, like, I can't speak for the entire city, but I know that me in my heart.
I'm sorry that you went through this. It's not right. I wish I had done more. I wish I'd spoken up. I wish I'd spoken up.
So he sees in his feed Elle's tweets responding to our show account, which he's blocked.
Right. Well, he's also
does he unblock us to read the conversation?
No. He's getting, and by the way, this interview is getting torched now. Everyone's just making fun of it. Like, I just retweeted the World War II Felger guy who follows us, and there was You just quote. It was a picture of Dale getting ready for his big interview. It's just one of these pictures of a guy pouring water in his eyes, which is funny.
Well, you understand it's not a debate, so she's not going to go on there to argue.
And by the way, it doesn't have to be. Like it's not a debate. My thing is like, I just want to hear her story. And if I believe her, I'll say it. But if I have questions about it, I'd say, well, this doesn't seem right. And then she could tell me why she, I don't know. And I feel like if you're trying to move the dialogue along, having interviews with people who aren't going to ask any questions and just sit there and agree because they're afraid to disagree, even if they do disagree, what does that fucking accomplish?
Well, it's people who are willing to understand her story.
Well, the other thing is, if you were
absolutely willing,
if you were entirely confident in your story, why would you care if someone's asking questions?
Right.
I mean,
because it isn't a debate again.
And she may have great. She may be right. I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. I just want to know what. Again, she builds it up like this is way, way, way worse than the crazy South. That's how she framed it, with big capital letters for all the words or whatever, full caps, and how crazy it was here. Well, I'm curious what that is. Do I have some doubts? I always have doubts. So I would have doubts if it was a white guy or her. That doesn't matter to me.
It's just strange for anyone in journalism or broadcasting or whatever field she considers herself in to say, this is not up for discussion. It's well, then what do you do? What is your job?
It's a very strange instinct, but it's also, this is the way it goes now. Like you cannot, like Dale will go on there. And I know Dale. Like Dale has doubts as well, but he's never going to articulate them because he wants, it's also this. I find stuff like this so interesting in that she, like Dale is basically telling his audience, this is going to be the least entertaining, least authentic interview you're ever going to hear in your life. But somebody that most of the audience don't even know what fucking is.
Because he says, hey, I believe her. No matter what, I believe her.
And it's also a win, like for him, like no one will listen to it, but it's a win for him because people will tweet about how great it was. And that's all he cares about.
Will people though? Do people care about this?
Well, I'm saying, like the blue check mark brigade.
But I'm saying, will they even acknowledge it?
Well, they will if she tweets it out. I've seen
guess
it.
so.
She tweeted out, LOL shocker. I didn't choose to talk to a guy about racism in Boston who led the Skepticism Brigade about Adam Jones. Account of racist treatment in Boston. Your playbook is so transparent. Ask, anticipating, and no, and then use it as the basis of more criticism. It's tired. Okay.
Well, then just say yes.
Or just say whatever. I mean, that's okay. We say invitation still open. She says, all set. Going on a show where they'll listen to understand rather than to respond, because those are the kind of people I'm interested in having discourse with about this particular subject. All right. I mean, as I tweet, that pretty much says it all. Like, okay.
Yeah.
You just want to go on a show where they're going to agree with you no matter what.
Well, there'll be dozens of people listening.
Yeah, and Dale, to his, I mean, I don't know. I said this probably yesterday. I said this. I was talking to Jerry too. It would bother me to know that I'm the guy that people go to.
Yeah.
That would
safe interview.
That would hurt me to be like, well, okay, you know what? I won't go on Kirk Minahan's show because, he's going to ask me questions. But Dale, thank you. Yes, I'll go on your show. And that's how he has survived in this business for 40 years, I suppose.
It's how you stay alive. I was thinking about that with when we were talking about Greg Hill with Torrey Hunter, where it's like, that is shitty that's what Greg Hill is reduced to, or that's what anyone in broadcasting is reduced to or feels like they need to do. But look at the guy who was there before him. If you ask questions like that, then you'll get fired.
Right.
So,
definitely.
So why not just save your job instead?
If Jerry and I were still doing the Kirk and Callahan show with the EI, we would not be on the air right now during this. There's no way. Because I would have just, the Torrey Hunter thing's a perfect example. I would say, I don't believe that. I don't believe that story. And they would have been like, well, you can't say that. Well, why?
Or even, honestly, Jerry's opinions now would get him fucking...
Well, yeah, but he wouldn't be to Jerry's credit, or however you want to look at it, he would be 60% of that on traditional radio.
Yeah.
He knows that. And he would also say, like, he would talk about these stories in the way you do it in radio versus in the podcast form now.
But I think even just having those opinions gets you thrown off radio now.
Or at least to say, you know what, take a week off or two off. We're not going to suspend you. We'll pay you, but we're going to keep it safe. We're going to
take a vacation. Yeah.
We're going to bring in some guys, and they would talk about what we talked about for 30 seconds about baseball coming back.
Yes.
And
imagine there's protests in every major city, and they're like, hey, can you just talk about the return
I can definitely
of
imagine that. Yes, I can definitely imagine that. They would say it. They'd say, geez, the baseball might not be coming back. Rob, make fun of Rob Manfred all you want. That's okay. And you're like, well, I don't give a fuck about that.
I do love their edgy options.
Yeah.
That's what you can make.
But it's also, they pay the bills, so it's their choice. So, okay, I don't want to do it, so I left, and Jerry didn't want to, they kicked Jerry out, but he didn't want to play those games either. Dale will take his paycheck.
He likes doing it.
Every 2 weeks, but he doesn't, though. That's the thing. Like, he doesn't believe Al Duncan.
Really?
Like, not totally. Not totally. He definitely doesn't believe Torrey Hunter, but you can't say that. And yet now There's nothing safer to say than it's my time to listen. And I'll understand and learn and do all that. It's just fucking.
What do you think he
stuff.
refers to? Because he's going to refer to like you and the Minifans kind of as a
critics.
whole.
Online, whatever. Trolls.
I thought it was going to be cornier. I was hoping for like,
maybe
some hoodlums on the internet,
some
hooligans,
the malcontents.
Yeah. They're trolls online. We disagree with them totally, but it's like it's almost like Stern not referencing the N-word. Like they're just gonna. That's how they do it. It's just strange. And then like Ella will answer it. She knows it's me, and she won't say it either. It's this pretend game. And most of the people listen to Dale and Keefe every day are if they're still listening to that show. That's my point about the disservice to your listeners. These boring people just want to hear about sports talk.
Yeah.
So now they're going to bring Elle Duncan on, who's just going to be like, they're going to be like, what the fuck are they talking about?
It's
here?
background noise. You won't even notice.
Had you ever heard of her before this?
Yeah, she was in Boston.
Yeah, she was. So you were like familiar with her work.
No, but she was in Nesson when I was at EI. Like we were on Nesson at the time in the morning. So like I knew she was. I just I
knew the name.
I don't think I ever met her. I don't think. Maybe once. I have no idea. I have no idea. No clue. But yeah, she's not like. She wasn't relevant. She was
I knew the name. I couldn't have told you exactly what she did, but I knew she worked for Nesson.
We'll punch up EEI, Steve. We'll see if we can get the interview live here. Omax Freeze. Living with chronic pain is the worst. Here's where Omax Health comes in. Okay, if you're a guy like me, or you're out there and you're running, you're struggling, you wake up in the morning, your Achilles hurts, your knee hurts, your ankle hurts, your back hurts. All the nagging muscle and joint pain goes away right away. Well, I mean, look, it might take a minute or two, but you do your Cryo Freeze CBD roll-on with Omax Health. Long way to go, man. Once you put that on, you are feeling better. My runs are so much easier now. Non-prescription, triple action pain relief roll-on is specially formulated to block pain receptors, reduce inflammation, and improve muscle and joint flexibility. 100% natural CBD powdered remedy works its magic within 10 minutes of application. Relief lasts up to 8 hours. They're offering the listeners, you guys, 20% off a full bottle of Cryo Freeze CBD pain relief roll-on plus free shipping. If you use, go to omaxhealth.com, omaxhealth.com today. Enter my name, Kirk, K-I-R-K, omaxhealth.com. 20% off Cryo Freeze site-wide. Do it right now. Omaxhealth.com, my name, Kirk, 20% off site-wide. You'll be feeling better. I'm telling you, whether you're walking around the house, doing whatever. Use it, do it right away. I'm using it. It's working for my runs. So go there right now. Use my name, K-I-R-K, omaxfreeze.com.
And finally, we'll compare the cost and policy options.
Advertising.
Give their sponsors too much credit.
Give somebody their $50 worth right there for them, huh? They're freebies.
Remember when we were trying to buy ads on EEI? Do you think they'd
they might
revisit that idea?
Can we do it under false pretenses, or is that illegal?
Well, they'll know what the ad is. It's like at some point it would get caught.
If we do a bunch of like super insidey stuff, or
okay.
What if we just? I mean, there's nothing illegal about it. I think we could.
It's our money.
We could
advertise.
What
are we advertising for?
The Saco Happy Fest.
Yeah, we have to say what it is specifically.
Visit FiRemarco.com.
But you could also say, like, I'm just trying to think of something we could do, be creative about it. I just want
Rich Mandarin Real Estate.
That's true.
But see, then I wonder, is that if we're advertising a fake company, is that...
No.
Okay.
What? No,
it's free speech.
Yeah, it's our money. It's our money.
Right, cool. All right. No,
I mean, I could legitimately call them up and be like, hey, I'm advertising for a fake company. Okay.
Right.
Fine.
Yeah,
whatever. They're getting money.
Put it this way. I don't think they're, I don't think they're going to turn down any money right now.
All right. But it's got to be something that, like...
Put some people on it, Steve. Let's put some creative people on there. What were you saying, Mike?
It's got to be something that the likes of, like, Chris Curtis wouldn't pick up on. Like,
but there are people that might know. They don't even know that, though. They're so removed from, like, sales stuff. Like, we never knew.
True. And honestly, once you get a commercial file into the system, you as a producer, you don't want to fucking touch it because you're going to have, like, a salesperson or somebody breathing down your neck. So you're just like, nope, that's the file. That's the file.
It gets on once. That's all we want.
Right.
You know? Hey, on, Steve?
We can pronounce staphylobothriasis. Clinical director.
So their website is a mess. Their commercial audio is like consistently playing over all of their regular audio.
It's a disaster. It's always been a fucking disaster. It's I don't know why it's so difficult to figure out.
That we are here for you, just as we've always been here for you.
It's because they're just shoving ads down any website that somebody visits to just try and squeeze out a fucking nickel.
The idea of what radio.com could be is kind of smart. Like you have your podcast network on there. You also have a channel streaming online 24 hours a day. That could be good.
True.
It's almost like Barstool having their podcast network, and then
Georgia, starting as an intern on a sports talk radio show.
Wow.
Eventually working as a contributor on the Falcons radio network, pre and post game shows, the Atlanta Hawks. was a traffic reporter at the NBC affiliate. That led to a job with Nesson, where she
we better off doing this tonight or not?
As an anchor, reporter, and host.
What do you guys think?
After leaving Nesson,
we're doing it right now.
She ended up getting a job at ESPN, where she has been since 2016, serving as an anchor for SportsCenter. And she joins us on the Harbor One hotline. Hello, Elle.
Hi. How you doing?
Are you? I'm doing great, thanks. Rich is here as well. Just wanted to introduce you two.
Hello. Such a
Rich.
fake,
Hi, Rich.
fake
How you
existence.
doing?
Real weird.
So weird.
In the middle of last week and some of the emotion going on in this country.
Mike is here too. Just wanted to
serious Dale voice.
I won't say tossed into the middle of it, because you did kind of let yourself be led into the middle of it with a tweet that came out here last week, and it led to a lot of response, positively and negatively. Did you expect that was going to happen?
100%. Yeah, Dale. I mean, listen, I lived in Boston. I never really discussed it publicly, sort of the experiences that me and my husband, then fiance, had in Boston, because I knew that based on prior history and experience that Boston is incredibly defensive when it comes to any accounts from Black people about any potential racism that they face there. So I guess I spoke out because I was incredibly inspired by the Red Sox, to be honest. I thought that
I'm having a hard time with this.
Surprising at that, but a huge step towards sort of what I feel like the country's going through right now, which is a reckoning and awakening, right? For them to admit that, like, yeah, there's problems here at Fenway, this hollowed ground. Like, this is something that happens here.
Yes, there were 7 people arrested last year for incidents.
Their entire white front office.
Mike Wilbon, I was inspired by Tory Hunter. And so you're absolutely right. I inserted myself into the conversation.
It doesn't mean her stories aren't real. I'm saying I'm not loving this.
There would certainly be pushback, but also thinking we had sort of reached a time in our country where people were doing more introspecting than before.
How did you and your husband come to the decision that, all right, we can't live here anymore? Was there one really
listen to you,
Rich.
Yeah. Listen to you fucking talk.
A series of incidents. How did you guys come to that decision?
It was a lot. I'm not going to lie. It was because, listen, I'm from Powder Springs, Georgia, right? Which was actually shortened after the Civil War from Gunpowder Springs, Georgia, because they supplied most of
she's still holding on to this one, huh?
during the Civil War. My husband is from Atlanta, and he is from the city, so he certainly grew up with people that looked like him, unlike me. But he then went to school at Vanderbilt in Nashville. He lived in Alexandria, Virginia for 13 years working for the government, which I don't know if you guys know is he lived a couple of miles away from where the site of Remember the Titans, that high school. He lived a couple of miles away from that.
Who gives a shit file and update that? Okay.
Strangers to sort of microaggressions, some aggressions, what racism looked like or what it felt like.
Okay.
But in Boston, we experienced it at a rate that, like, at some point we had to start laughing about it and saying, like, it's almost like movie script racism. And honestly, it started before we moved to Boston. We certainly got the warnings from friends that had lived there before, that had gone to Harvard, that had gone to MIT, friends that had been transferred there for work for whatever reason, and same thing, had sort of seen their spouses unable to take it, so they moved early to sort of get away from it. But again, I'm not one to characterize an entire city based on the experiences of others, because the truth is, I know Black people that are from Boston that I've asked while I lived there, like, what's been your experience? And I got to be honest, I understand the reputation.
Well, I guess, but if she has legitimate points, like if she has examples of maybe housing or they weren't, that's fine.
I've experienced the latter, but it really honestly started.
What are the examples? All right, here we go.
Almost right away, and we moved to Boston in 2014, a couple of days after Super Bowl 48. So in the dead of winter, it's February, right? And about a week after we moved there, I went to go get snow tires on my little convertible, because for some stupid reason I thought a convertible is a perfect car to have.
No, that's good for like 2 months here. Yeah.
Fake laugh brigade. There's a fake laugh brigade.
And so we went to go get the tires put on. They said it was going to take a couple of hours. We were at a place in Watertown, so we sort of yelped a place that had good food and a bar that we could sit at and have a couple drinks and have some food. And we found a place that was within walking distance. And anybody that has experienced sort of that awkward ability to walk into a room and every single person in it, like, looks at you. You know how sometimes, like, you'll walk into a room and you can tell someone's been talking about you because they instantly get quiet and, like, they're almost red in the face? This was sort of like that, but, like, with complete and utter shock that we were there. It wasn't entirely packed, but there was a good amount of people at this restaurant, and they were all staring at us. So we were like,
all right, so we can stop it. So
I've heard that type of thing a few times.
We'll react to we'll react to the rest on tomorrow's show because that's a good teaser. And I would say if that's, I'm just going to say it. Like we used to play sound of a gentleman who said he walked into a place and was like the record stopped in Boston. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll just say we're very familiar with Watertown on this show. Would you say?
She's probably talking about Willie's Burgers.
I don't know where she's talking.
No, not Wild Willies.
But I would say there is some diversity in this town.
Yeah.
Am I wrong or no?
There's some diversity in our office building. We're the only white people in this building.
Yeah, we walk in, they just stare at me like that.
Well, it's true that you walked into the church next door one time and they did stop and
they did stare at me. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, she may be telling the truth, but if this is, it's her experience. But this is like all caps. Maybe she'll have better examples as it goes on. We'll react to it because I want to be able to pause it and react to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think doing it live is tough. But if these are the stories we're getting, well, I mean, I don't know.
It's tough because you can't say I don't believe that because then people fucking.
But it may have happened. But I'm just like, that's not. I don't know. That's not what I was expecting. But yeah, also it was kind of what I was expecting. So I don't know. What were you gonna say?
Just if that's her story, it doesn't seem like this was. And the fact that people were like, warning her before she got here, like that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough on you. And then she gets here, and maybe she's got more. But if that's her experience that she perceived people to be looking at her in a restaurant.
And I'm not speaking for Dale and Rich. We'll react to it later. We'll do it tonight. You know what I would say? What's the restaurant? Where? What's the name of it?
Oh, I can't even remember.
Yeah, maybe should have it, but like, what's the name of the restaurant? Where did you go? Where did you go? Did you eat there? Did you leave? Did you keep? But then you're saying, well, you're questioning me. Well, yeah. I mean, you're throwing out
telling a story.
You're throwing out sort of a half accusation. I don't even.
Funny,
really.
She says, "I'm not willing to cast an entire city as racist based on other people's experience, but based on my singular experience, I'll do it."
They pretty much.
Well,
are.
maybe that's what she's. So I mean, if it's a lot of that, then it's kind of like I mean, I don't know. I would like if we had her on, I would say to her, "Oh, okay. Well, where was it?"
Yeah, well, I think all the Democrats and liberals in Massachusetts have a lot to answer for.
I guess so, evidently. Jeez. All right, anything else before we wrap up the show this morning? We have another show tonight.
I think that's it.
No, I think we're good.
All right. So yeah, kmarco.com. We got a few tickets left. You want to grab
Kmarco.
What'd I say?
Just Kmarco.
Is there a kmarco.com?
I think Barstool bought it.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just in case.
Protecting their valuable IP.
Guys like Joe could get all their Kmarco stuff.
Yeah, I forgot about them. Okay, how many times have they messaged you, Steve, want to come on?
No,
if you go to kmarco.com, it's Kurt Marco, freelance writer and IT journalist.
Oh.
Probably a better writer.
Go to kmarco.com. This website looks like it was put together in 1996.
kmarco.com.
Latest news and announcements. May 27th, 2011. Kurt's been on a bit of a break.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Feature article, cloud printing services. I like Kurt Marco.
How's his editing? How's his grammar?
It seems like he's pretty good. Recent site activity. 2013 was the last time he... What is going on this site, Steve?
It won't come up on my phone.
Oh, really?
On my computer, yeah. It says IP address can't be found.
Contact me.
Let's contact. Let's get him on the show.
Huh. All right, 208.
You calling him right now?
Yeah, he contacted me. He has it here on his site.
He's asking for it.
484. 1 second. That looks foreign almost, though.
All right.
208-484-1978. You can follow him on Twitter.
What's his handle?
Kurt Marco. He's got 3,300 followers.
This is Kurt. Oh. I'm sorry I missed your call, but please leave a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
All right, left tape. When we tried to talk, whatever, we had that last week. I go to your website. Like, you have to answer at some point, okay? Like, you responded. Are you trying to fuck us over or no? Like, what's the bottom line here? Okay, what are you doing? Are you an editor or not? Are you trying to fuck with this show or not? I've dealt with this my entire fucking career. If you're the next guy to do this, just fucking tell me now going forward. And I'll do my fucking thing and you do your fucking thing. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? All right, call back.
That makes a lot of sense, I think.
Well, you go to kmarco.com. I mean, if he's got his site, contact, right?
Completely rational.
I hope K. Marco gets back to us.
It's 3,300 followers, Steve.
That's
more
big.
than Mike.
Not quite, but he will by the end of the day.
I mean, this guy's a star. Independent tech analyst, consultant, and writer. This guy's a legitimate player, Steve. You seen this guy's account?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, looks like he might be a MAGA guy.
Oh, really?
All right. He'll like us then.
Yeah, the American flag in your
Big
name.
right-wing
That's
show.
controversial these days.
He's also got the doubting, what is that?
Emoji.
Yeah, the emoji of the guy doubting things.
Oh. When's his last? Is he?
Oh,
does he tweet
3
on?
hours ago.
Oh, good.
Yeah. This guy's legitimate.
Wow. All right.
He's going to be a star.
We're Kurt Marco guys.
Let's give him a show on the YouTube channel where he talks about being like, wouldn't you want to have the guy who was kmarco.com? That's how it all
He
starts.
just talks about being K. Marco.
Did we already fall down this track before?
I think we've had trouble with people who just have domains.
That's a good point. Maybe we should leave this guy alone. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor